Oh, fuck yeah!
Hey, thank you for the 11 months, Charlie. God damn. Appreciate it, brother. Hope you're having a good one. Oh, damn, brother. Hopefully it's at least a good day aside from that. Anyways, fellas, we fucking back with the Torgue Zane. It's been a minute, but we're gonna get back to it and actually fucking finish this thing and probably explode at some point. Definitely gonna need to change the name today. It's a little too festive for being the 16th of January. Although to be fair, I myself personally still haven't gone entirely out of the Christmas spirit, as it lives on within me forever. I'm just too jolly of a fella. My camera's way too low. It's like almost titty cam. I ain't got enough cleavage to fucking benefit from that. I did spend some time today re-rolling some anointments. So we got ASE Splash on anything that I can. I was gonna get it on the Laser Sploder, but I couldn't actually remember if it could roll on the Laser Sploder. I was like almost certain it couldn't. And I just didn't care to look on Lululemon. So I just assumed it couldn't and rolled everything but the Laser Sploder. But we're probably not going to be using that too much anyways. I am almost thinking, though, because of that, and because I do have a Seeing Dead, we might, maybe, I mean, it's a pretty shit Seeing Dead for clone build. I mean, I guess I could just do clone without the Seeing Dead. Oh, but the splash damage would be good for him. I am thinking about maybe going Seeing Dead, though. I don't know. Oh yeah, I also rerolled some of our shields, so this has corrosive on it, because that's usually what I'm going to be needing the Infernal Wish for. That didn't reroll in this, now it's Ass Break on it, We don't have a... I don't think I have an icebreaker. Yeah, I don't. I should probably swamp onto this, though, for now. We're just going to be running through DLC today. Let me actually see. I didn't... Oh, the one thing I forgot to open was my little text document. What do we have to do still? We need the Molly 1 takedown. We need the TNTina, the Rhino, the Sidewinder, the Pyro Burst. Did I not get a Juliet's Dazzle? I think I just didn't mark that off. I could have sworn I got a Juliet's. Yeah, it's right there. Okay. So I just didn't mark that off on our... on my little checklist. So let me get that. We got the Mayhem shit. Gas Call. DLC 1 we did. DLC 2, I just need the Shocker, so that might be what we do first. Yeah. I think that's what we do first. I also want to get a Revolter today. Because, as much as I don't like the Revolter existing, it does exist. I think I'm also going to use... I mean, I guess I could use Infernal Wish today. I could do Infernal Wish. And then... Yeah. Oh, I should have rerolled that lob. That lob sucked. Oops. I think that's the play, though. I mean, I'll lob it. And that's the play. We just Infernal Wish and vibe. Yeah. Because that'll go with the Stoville and the, this thing. Whatever it's called. But we do have the big thing from, oh shit, I didn't put it on this. The big thing from the other stream was that we got a fucking... Where is it? Not that one. 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 These are all too good. Not that one. There it is. We got the triple resistance toboggan, which isn't ideal, but it's a toboggan, and I'm taking it. Ain't she beautiful? Probably not gonna... I mean, I guess I could use it for now. I don't want to, though. It sounds like it would just be a pain in the ass. Alright, DLC 2. Get a better Seeing Dead? I might. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. And then I might go, drone. Barrier Clone Zane, kind of good for base game. That it is. I mean, anything clone is just good. Clone funny.
To reach our wedding, you will need to take Sanctuary to the frozen rim world of Xylorgos. Lovely place. Oh, fuck yeah!
Honestly... No, we're gonna clone it. Clone's more fun. Thank you for the follow. Oh god. X-Fex. Welcome, brother.
Hey, Vault Hunter.
I'm just getting fucking tired of Barrier. It's been a bit since we've used Clone, and we didn't even really use Clone that much with, like, since we had the ability to get double barrel. I don't want it. I hate Trick of the Light. I don't know why. I still don't understand why I do not like that fucking, or that ability so much. It just doesn't feel like it fucking does anything. I can't... dumping points in that feels even weirder, though. I probably should just go with Trick of the Light. I'll suck it up. It's at least something. Okay. I'm your favorite BL3 content creator. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh my god, yeah, the fucking... I forgot about that. The grief... I always forget about cartels and the fact that it is base game. I should make like... I do want to do like a series of just base game only builds, but I do feel like that's such an oversaturated thing. I feel like that's what people do when they're out of build ideas. Not that it's a bad thing. Like, it is a good thing to have those sorts of builds out there. But I'm not out of ideas yet, so I feel like I shouldn't do it. I need to swap my class mod. I'm probably going to be sticking with the Sea Undead, even though that one sucks. I mean, fire rate's not going to do much for us. I don't really want points in there, but I don't really have anywhere else to put them. I guess I could have done Cold Bore, actually. I guess Cold Bore could have been... That's... Oh, whatever. It's fine. No, I should do it. God damn it, we're respecking again. Okay, good stream today. I've just fucking sat here and respect. That's a beaut, though. That's not what I wanted. My finger got a little excited, so we're going again! Christ. Okay, there we go. And the rest of these are probably just gonna go into perp. I don't really need to go further in, though. But I don't know where else to put these points. How's it going, Jack? Welcome, brother. I mean, I guess I might as well just dump it into commitment. Not that it's gonna do a hell of a lot, but like the cooldown rate from it is nice. But I still have 2 points. So I guess I just do this. Yeah, I'll just max that and then put it into domino effect. And there we go. Oh man, I can't fucking get proliferation. Fuck. That kind of sucks. But I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just average for most clone builds. I don't think you can really get it. Because, you know, Zane's a cool Vault Hunter and gets locked into, like, fucking 3 possible still trees. Fadeaway Flak? No, anyways, building him around splash damage. What kind of splash damage? Because I do have a build on my channel, Boombot. It's a rocket launcher flak build, and it's like, it's actually weirdly strong for being kind of a gimmicky build. But it is my favorite way of playing flak. Other than that, what you can do is you can just abuse ASE splash damage either with, rack attack to just keep it constantly active. The way that I tend to like using ASEs on flak, though, I mean, I'm just weird. I'll preface this. I'm not a flak player. Flak is my, like, weakest Vault Hunter. I'm not good when it comes to making flak builds. I get lucky sometimes, but for the most part, my flak knowledge is definitely lacking. However, my preferred way of using Access to End anointments is fadeaway, 3-shot fadeaway, where you just go into fadeaway and then you don't care about immediately going through it.
Sir Hammerlock,
like it's the fadeaway build that I use in BL3 Shrion. It's just playing around ASE elements, and you just go into fadeaway with fast fire rate weapons, and you use it to reposition. You're pretty much playing zero. I fucking love it. Where's Swiss Army Zane? It doesn't exist anymore. Swiss Army Zane only really worked because Zane had he had 3 skill trees, 2.5 of which were viable. So now that oh, and he had enough points to get 2.5 of them. So now that he has 4 trees, it's kind of far more difficult to spread your points in a way where you can have access to everything. Because, I mean, like, you could do it, it's just that you're not going to be able to get double barrel. And without double barrel, there's not a huge point to using clone, other than, like, repositioning, but Zane's fast, so he doesn't really need to do that. How does clone work with the Stoville? Does he work with the Stoville? Where did clone go? Okay. Okay. That's about what I expected. Right, Infernal Wish. I kind of forgot that this fires as fast as it does. Good start. Maybe it's not Infernal Wish hours. I'm gonna do this. Funny. Actually, I need to give Clone a gun that he can actually use. So far, nothing I have in my inventory is that. Yeah, his aim was pretty much turret Mose. I guess I'll just give him a fucking hive. And let him hang out with that. Yeah, it sounds good. Could also give him a fucking lob, but Clone's also not great with the lob because he doesn't realize that it has a limited range. So if he tries to fire at something far away, it's just not gonna happen. Fuck, I have to kill Wendigo. Maybe I don't... Okay, I don't know if I can do DLC 2. Not until we do 4. Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to kill Wendigo without fucking Boar Explosion. I don't think we're set up for that. Play Sentry style build, I get more damage when I'm staying still, and I use that with the Mighty Monarch. Okay, gotcha. Launchers are only underpowered if you don't build for them. The second you build for them, you can use any launcher in the game, pretty much. Like, genuinely, I'm not sure there's a... The only launcher that, like, isn't usable whatsoever is, the Quatomizer. Everything else is actually really good. I think BL3 is some of the best launcher, or, like, it is the best launcher meta, even over, like, BL1. Previous to 3, it was definitely BL1. Opting for splash heavy weapon and like just going for that full, just dumping as much damage into one shot as you possibly can. Like if you do want to see more about it, I would recommend checking out the Boombot video, even just to like look at the skill trees and kind of some of the gear that I'm using, because I think it's like the main thing is just building up that big one-shot damage and playing for it. Like with the Wendigo clip specifically in the intro to that video, I think it showcases it really well. Because action stills activate on Flack's final shot of fadeaway, or action still end things activate on the final shot of fadeaway. So what I do in that clip is I use the Freeman just because it's a faster fire rate to get down to my final shot of fadeaway. And then I charge up the Major Kong and shoot it on the last shot, so I'm still getting the 150% fadeaway anointment on that last shot, but I'm also getting my action still end anointments. AR shotguns and pistols, then yeah, if you're going for that, and you're looking for splash, then I would say just ASE 125 splash damage and either 3-shot fadeaway to activate action stills, or to activate ASEs, or what's it called? Racks.
And he makes one hell of an omelet. As long as Death Trap's by my side, I know everything is gonna be okay.
God, fucking Clone of the Hive is funny. I could just AFK this. Fuck, maybe that's what I do. I'll just fucking let him vibe and I'll read chat.
Man, that is one giant freaking tentacle monster. I mean, it was in the brochure.
Current Moser lack of useful stills past 59 still points. Well, I wouldn't say there's a lack of useful stills. It's just that there's a lack of stills that provide her more damage, which is kind of her entire thing.
Anything I can do to help speed this along?
Hey, thanks for watching and enjoying it, brother. See, the rest of the DLC I'm not worried about. It's the it's just fucking, I need to kill Wendigo before I can get to fucking Nagulna Shy. I didn't think about that. I really do not think I could kill Wendigo right now in a timely manner. I mean, I guess maybe Clone might be able to deal with them.
The motor's fried. I'm gonna have to improvise some repairs. See? Planning on
Kind of wish for a new Vault Hunter for BL3, don't we all?
those wires must lead somewhere. So, what do you think of Hammerlock and Wainwright? Weird pair, right? Hammerlock's all dashing headlong into danger, and Wainwright's all books and glasses all brown stuff. You know how hard it was to find a venue they agree on? I think I frickin' crushed it! The last thing they wanted was a tourist trap, and this place isn't even on most review sites. Or maps. Ooh, yep, that woke up some nasty things. Clear 'em out. I don't feel like freezing to death mid-air if the power
I got
goes
lit on
out
fire. I think I might have lit myself on fire.
Looks like the breakers got flipped on the power lines. Switch 'em back to
I don't have
running
anything
power
that can
to
easily
gondola.
hit this. Hold on. Not equipped anyways.
I am so glad Hammerlock asked me to do this. Haven't seen people in a while. Deathtrap and I have been on the run because I'm wanted for, like, the smallest amount of murder. Deathtrap's all I have, but, I mean, he's really all I need. He's even got a built-in
How's it going, Z?
and everything. He's the perfect companion.
Yeah, no, I can't get a Grease Tramp, unfortunately. Grease Tramp also isn't great against Wendigo. As strong as it is, Wendigo heavily fucking resists fire. Or is it just straight up immune? I can't tell, or I can't remember if it's immune or resistant.
Go! Let's move.
Hi, Ivy.
The party! Call that guy!
I think the Hive might be able to do it. I don't know, we'll get to them and we'll see.
All right, come on.
Either, maybe I will go get a Revolter first, actually. I mean, Revolter's just gonna make everything a fucking breeze, so that might be the play. Let's grab the fucking lodge, fast travel, and then we'll head over. Because that'll be like 10 minutes. Bonus element that isn't fire. Yeah, but I would still need to grab a Revolter first anyways. And once I have a Revolter, then I think it'll just be big easy with Clone. I do wish I had a Radiation Hive, but I think it'll still be fine. That was the one thing I forgot to grind off stream for. Where am I going? Sanctuary. Can there be a legendary pistol that's just straight up a Glock? I fucking wish, man. It comes with an alternate firing mode that's just snorting that sweet, sweet fucking yayo. Doll manufacturer. There are dolls that just look like Glocks. Unfortunately, I think they only roll as like green rarities because everything above green has a bunch of dumbass shit slapped on it. That's the one thing. I love dolls so much and their pistols look so fucking good. But then anything like blue and up just has so much random bullshit slapped onto it and it's obnoxious. Like, it's funny, But I just wish there were some that just looked cool.
Help me solve a ghost crime.
You've hooked me. Now reel me.
Should be named my get.
Okay. So, I've been thinking about how I don't really have any friends besides Hermes, and how I need to learn to open up to people. So, I'm starting a podcast. It's about inexplicable crimes that were definitely committed by ghosts. It's called Mysteriously.
Like, I wouldn't mind the current design of a lot of doll weapons where it's just like the over tactics. Because that shit is funny. I do appreciate it. Just the completely overboard on the tactical accessories. I just wish there was like at least a couple legendary doll pistols that looked normal. Then I wouldn't mind the Nemesis so much. I fucking love the Nemesis. The Nemesis is such a fun weapon to use. I never use it because of how it looks. The big fucking chunky ass foregrip and like the weird tubes and shit. I can't stand it. And if like, what is also annoying is the Hive has rolls where it looks normal. The Hive has, or not the Hive, the Hornet. The Hornet has some rolls where it looks really good. Those aren't the good rolls of it. The best Hornet roll has all the goofy shit on it. I think the only one where you can get like a cool looking roll of it, I don't think this is where I'm supposed to be. Is it? No, wrong place. The only one that has like cool rolls that are effective is the Blanc. The Blanc can look really fucking good. But that is the only one. It is a good gun. I do really like that weapon, but I just wish there was a couple more that just looked normal. I mean, I guess there's the Night Flyer. The Night Flyer is pretty normal, but it's the Night Flyer. Did Borderlands World have an Earth, or did all the humans come to Pandora from other alien planets? I think it did. If I remember correctly, it does have an Earth. I don't know if it still exists or is like at all relevant. Because I think like the thing is, it's just currently so beyond Earth. Like this is way after people have just abandoned it and expanded out to other galaxies.
Yeah, I can hear that. You bloody kids and their bloody...
The NF is beyond shit. Yeah, it's literally not meant to kill things.
Oh, oh, I have an incredibly short attention span, and honestly, I have no idea.
Atlas is just the Apple of gun manufacturers.
Okay, well, come on then. Right, here's the situation. I had a top man undercover in a Malawan sleeper cell here in the row. I say had.
Yeah, I think it was Doll, right? I think the Pandoran mining operations were done by Doll. If I remember correctly with that too. I don't know. I'm like, I'm a nerd for some of the lore, but I'm not like super well versed in it.
Perhaps to the untrained eye.
I like more of the random niche stuff, and then a lot of like the bigger plot points, I can't remember shit. It was Molly one? Oh, okay.
Sloppy work. Didn't even try to make it look like an accident. We're not looking for a professional. Hey, I'm not reading that. They stopped printing my letters to the editor. Single serving frozen dinner. Our man wasn't expecting company. Aww. And he didn't even get to eat
I didn't
brownie.
find one of the clues yet. Wait, what?
Nick some goodies
Or
on
no,
side.
I think I just have to wait for the fucking voice lines to catch up. I did it too fast.
Murder.
Right, what have you got?
You know, okay, look, I wouldn't say like I like Ava. There's problems with Ava. I just don't hate Ava.
This guy was
I think
somebody's
most
target,
people
all right.
hate Ava for the
So,
entirely
got from
wrong
inside.
reasons.
Fella put up a fight, but it didn't do him any good.
Classic ghost scenario. Pass right through walls, do a murder, go right back out the wall.
Or it was a person who was alive and he went.
Aside from her being annoying, she is annoying,
Well, maybe there's a clue out there.
which is like slightly part of the problem, but not necessarily the problem because she's annoying. Lorelai, listen. Dude, I fucking just... I have no damage. I can't do it. There's no point using the scene dead. It doesn't have fucking... what's it called? It literally doesn't even have fucking Donnybrook on it, so there's no point to fucking using it right now. The only thing it's doing is giving me better uptime, which I don't really need. God, it feels so much better to have damage. I didn't know this door was actually closed. Wait. What? Does she have to open? Oh, because I didn't talk to the people. Right. I'm paying attention.
Hey, looking for someone who came through here. Maybe did a murder.
What isn't annoying in Borderlands, though? That's fair. No, she is. So the problem with her is that she's annoying, but they try to make her sympathetic. But the most forward-facing thing from her is that she's obnoxious. So it's hard to make a sympathetic character if you're just making them fucking annoying. So the problem is that she doesn't become not annoying until this set of quests. Like, this set of quests is pretty much when you kind of start to see her as not just obnoxious as shit. Which is a problem for when they try to make her a sympathetic character. And I think that's kind of the biggest problem. Is, again, it would be fixed if there was, like, a slight bit more of a focus on her earlier in the game. Because a lot of her fucking character development just happens off-screen. Laser beam doesn't benefit from fire rate? I don't think it does.
Atlas kit is all connected to a tracking system around the city.
Yeah, no, I don't think it does. I think it's a constant ticking damage. It's a constant rate no matter what. We can actually test it. Hold on.
Can science stand up to the supernatural forces?
Right, you can't jump through there because it's dumb.
This area is COV. One has to wonder how our ghost murderer got through.
And then I just need to activate my shit. Yeah, it's constant. I don't even know if the ammo consumption really went up. And it just stays exactly the same. Just gonna drop clone in here. We are definitely still struggling for damage against some tankier fellas. I don't think we would be if I kept my other build. But, I missed clone. DLC Vault Hunter who specializes higher projectile count? I mean, that's Flak. That one does exist. Flak works wonderfully with shotguns. It's part of why I don't like Flak. I'm not a huge fan of it. I prefer the more classic hunter archetype of like being the one-shot character. Like one of my favorite Vault Hunters to play is still Mordecai. He's just such a simple sniper character. Trevinator, unfortunate. Is there any good reason to play True Vault Hunter? So the elemental matching changes. You get better benefits through element matching, but you also, it's harsher. So you get higher benefits, but you also get higher penalties for not element matching or for element matching. But when you get into mayhem mode, that still applies to normal mode. So it is pretty much exactly the same once you reach mayhem. The only benefit to it is that you can, while farming, you can swap back to it and like go back to Sanctuary to re-up on fucking ammo and shit, or to empty your backpack. That's about it. Should I make ramen or grilled cheese? I mean, I'm gonna say grilled cheese. That always sounds like the right answer. See, clone's just so fun. Yeah, like literally anything from Mayhem 1 onwards, it is exactly the same as Mayhem 1 onwards in True Vault Hunter mode. The biggest purpose to it previously was like for leveling, when there wasn't as good of like XP farms, or just before there was DLC, because even just if you don't want to grind for XP, you can also just play the DLC and that'll get you to max. I don't have clone up. He died, so we're gonna have to wait here a second. A lot of those are not going to sumo. That is not a revolter. That is a fucking radical. God damn it. See, I don't know how I feel about it. I do kind of like True Vault Hunter mode, like, actually being tougher. But at the same time, I don't mind it. I kind of like it being optional, because I still do it most of the time when I'm playing on my own. I don't do it for the playthroughs just because it's a waste of time. Did I try the Revenant's Lob? I think I did for a bit. It was goofy. I kind of liked it. But, I like having the option to do it, but I also like not having to do it. I think it makes doing these streams a hell of a lot more bearable for just everyone involved. Because I can kind of like, not necessarily like, well, no, I can kind of like take my time with the story more and like grind shit as I go, and at no point do I have a playthrough where I'm just not doing anything. You know? Because if I had to get through both, then either normal mode, I would just rush through and I wouldn't do any farming, or TVHM, I would do all my, or I would rush through after having already farmed most of my shit in normal mode and just farm for what I need. And either way, I think that's more boring than going through just one playthrough a little bit slower. And, I guess I can just reset because the mission's done. And farming shit and, like, completing my checklist as I go. And using stuff as I go. I kind of prefer that. But I do also like the added challenge that True Vault Hunter mode has in the other games. So it's like, I go back and forth on it. I believe Gearbox are not going to add another Vault Hunter. You can use 2 of the same guns. I mean, technically Zane does it. I think people do undervalue the fact that, like, Zane himself is Salvador's offhand when playing with Clone. Because you can crit swamp, you can hold, I mean, the crit swamp doesn't work as well because Clone can barely hit crits most of the time. But you can crit swamp, you can, use the Guardian Angel, you can do some goofy shit with them. Should add a Vault Hunter who pulls out a Glock for their action still. Pulls out a Glock and fucking hops in a Ferrari. And just vibes. Just hangs out. I think that would be cool. It should just be Typhon. It should just have or they should bring Typhon back with the Space Dusher. And give him a Glock. I don't really want to read only. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna rest it for a second. I'll do 1. Maybe 2. And then I'll go to read only if it doesn't give it to us. Damn. Okay. I'm working on limited funds here, so I don't want to have to fucking farm for Iridium, because that's just not fun for a playthrough. Which fucking save is this? Uh-oh. This one.
A siren warrior from Partali. A covert.
Which manufacturer doesn't have a Vault Hunter related to it? I think Hyperion. Hyperion and Mollywan. Well, wait, what do you mean, like, related to it? Because we don't have a Jacobs one either. Tedior? Do we have a No, we do have Hyperion, because, Doppelganger. I'm stupid. So it's Jacobs, Tedior. Oh, I guess Atlas. Atlas exists now. Jacobs, Tedior. Did I read this question for the people on Twitch? Or do I just sound schizophrenic? I can't remember. Someone asked which manufacturer doesn't have a Vault Hunter related to it. I think it's Jacobs, Tedior, and Atlas. And Mollywan. Those 4. Am I on read only? That's what I was doing. Yes. So I had to make sure I got the right save file. Oh, right. Roland was from Atlas. Never mind.
Just buy something already.
I feel like it's crazy that Mollywan has Athena. No, Athena was also Atlas. Technically, she wasn't Atlas when we played her, but she was at one point Atlas. She likes using Molly 1 stuff. But she herself isn't, like, directly related to Molly 1 Cat's resistant turtle.
A covert. A covert operative returning home, retired from corporate hits, huh?
Who is Torgue? That is a very good point. There isn't a Torgue. So it's actually more than I thought. I kind of just forgot about Torgue. We can count Mr. Torgue now. He's a fan-made Vault Hunter. Do you have an S&S munitions one? No, but we don't really have S&S munitions anymore, to be fair. Give that a little yeet. And just like that, we are fucking broken. So that's the thing, I do wish they would bring back S&S as an actual manufacturer. But I do kind of prefer Bandit and COV taking over, like, the massive mag size thing. I mean, COV is the absolute pinnacle of Bandit. COV is the best that Bandit has ever been. I'm a fucking hoe for COV weapons. I think COV was done so fucking well. If you want to hear me gush about it more, there's a Purple Box video on it. Fucking love that shit. But,
Creepy man! You're a creepy,
S&S
creepy
was
man.
originally going to come back in 3, and it was going to have that Atlas gimmick. You can see it actually in the behind-the-scenes stuff. I can't remember exactly what it was called, but there was test footage for S&S and Atlas. And S&S was originally going to be the tracking, and Atlas was going to have wall hacks. Like, you were going to ADS, and while ADS, you would be able to see and shoot enemies through walls.
Oh, Hammerlock, you're such a kidder! You know I wouldn't miss this for anything.
Am I forgetting the chopper? The chopper was cool, but I still think that, like, just thematically, COV is so much better than Bandit or, Scav or anything.
Of ineffable knowledge. Can you do that for me? The whole wedding depends on it.
COV shotguns would have been really cool. I think the reason they didn't do it was because, I feel like they thought it might clash maybe with, like, Hyperion shotguns being the auto shotties.
Oh, when he's been such a nervous mess.
But I think, because they would have had to have been auto shotties pretty much. There's no, the only non, like, fully automatic COVs are launchers. And I think they would have still had the shotguns be automatic. But I still think it would have been way cooler, because, I mean, Hyperion shotguns kind of suck anyways, for the most part. They aren't, like, anything too amazing. I mean, they're still, like, they're auto shotties, but a lot of them are pretty fucking slow outside of being legendaries. So having faster fire rate COV shotguns would have been cool. I also really wish we had dual shotguns. Fucking burst fire shotguns are always fun.
Don't tell Alistair where you're going. Just make up an excuse.
Let's get the night started with a good
Now the true questions, midgets or tanks?
whilst I recall the time I defeated the Heresian Slither
I mean, didn't
God
they just change
with
that
a
because,
rotten banana.
I guess I shouldn't say it, the M word? Isn't that considered derogatory now?
Ah, that sounds great. Love a good murder banana story. But I just remembered one of my many spouses lives nearby, and I want to try and get my guitar back.
Oh. But you
Tink sounds like a slur. Like, genuinely, I feel like Tink is worse.
You tell him to come in from the
That was my biggest fucking question with it too, was Tink sounds way worse than fucking Midget.
But overhear your plans. I must caution you against entering the town.
I also, like, I think that's what it was. I think that's why they changed it. But, like, I mean, personally, I don't know any, people of medically short stature, I suppose, 'cause I don't know what the term is. Is it dwarf? Is it dwarfism? Is that the technical term? Again, that sounds worse to me. I don't know if I've ever heard midget used in a derogatory way.
Do return soon. The lodge will miss you.
But I think that's what they, or like what, I don't know if they actually made an official statement on it. I remember seeing a lot of people saying that's why they changed it. But I don't know. I could be totally wrong. I could be entirely off base. I could be saying a slur right now. But I don't know. I've never personally like heard anyone use midget in a derogatory way. It's dwarfism? Okay. See, I don't know. Calling someone a dwarf sounds more mean. No, psychos are still psychos. There are maniacs, and in BO2, I think maniacs were what psychos were called in True Vault Hunter mode? Or they were called lunatics? I don't know. Yeah, no, calling someone a tank is so much worse. I don't know, it's just those words with like, see, midget sounds very neutral to me. Like it's multiple syllables. There's not really any, like, there's not too hard of consonants in it. There's just like the T. But like tank has a T and a K. That sounds aggressive. And dwarf just starts with a hard D. Both of them just sound, they're way easier to say aggressively. I think lunatics are a BO2. Or no, you know what? It might actually be a BO1. Now that I'm thinking about it, that might be BO1. Rock and stone, true. Midget is neutral, dwarf is fancy mean, and tank is an insult. Yeah, like that's how the words themselves just sound to me. Dude, I need to get back into fucking, I go through phases where, I say phases, it's like, I'll play fucking, what's it called? Shit, what's the game called? Deep Rock. I'll play Deep Rock Galactic for like 3 hours while blaring Diggy Diggy Hole in my ears, fucking alone in my room at like 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. And I'll do that for like 2 nights in a row, and then I'll stop playing it for like a couple weeks. It's a fucking good game though. Fucking love that shit. But no, recently I've been fucking grinding the shit out of a RoboQuest. I don't know if, there's a stream of me playing it for the first time on my channel, and after that, or on my Twitch channel. And after that, I have now put over 24 hours into that game. RoboQuest is fucking insanely good. Should I make a rum and coke? I fucking hate rum and coke. I mean, you do you. I can't stand that shit, though. I love rum. Not a huge fan of coke, so I think that's mostly what the problem is. But them together just is foul to me. A foul brew.
You hear that? There's people in there. Maybe they'll let us in.
But no, RoboQuest, if you guys are, if anyone's a fan of FPS roguelikes, I would highly recommend it. It is the most fun that I've had with a roguelike as a whole in a really long time. I mean, I've had a lot of fun. I fucking love roguelikes. I've had a lot of fun with them. RoboQuest is fucking taking the cake right now for me, though. And especially FPS roguelikes. am... It sounds blasphemous for me to say it, but I prefer it over Gunfire at this point. Gunfire has way more shit going on and is just overall way more balanced. But dear God, RoboQuest is fun. And it doesn't care if you're balanced or not. It lets you get broken if you want to get broken. It is insanely good. Are you wanna walk, buddy?
An infestation? I hope the venue is in better shape than this.
Revolter. Funny item. That seemed balanced. Oh, I fucking love Wrist of Rain 2. Wrist of Rain 2 is, I do genuinely believe Wrist of Rain 2 is it's the modern Binding of Isaac. And because of that, I think Wrist of Rain 2 is, like, the best roguelike out there right now. I think it is the gold standard of fucking roguelikes.
Maybe I can hack through the... Oh, who am I kidding? All right, that was breaking. Tech's old as hell, needed an upgrade anyway.
Should add a new manufacturer that heavily specializes in artifacts besides Iridian. I think that would be cool, because there would also be some neat lore implications with that, too.
The heart still beats. The heart still bleeds.
Like, they're gonna have it be, like, somehow some fucking manufacturer managed to, like, reverse engineer Iridian artifacts to, like, manufacture them themselves. That would be really fucking cool. The Revolter is a piece of gear for sure. It's just, it's a B shield with permanently fucking, or being permanently active and providing elemental coverage. That's what it is. So I can never really get into Gungeon too much. I don't even really know why. Like, everything about it is something I enjoy, but for some reason, just the putting them together doesn't do it for me.
I love you, Vincent.
Oztits, I really hope come back. I've also been playing a lot of pre-sequel. Because I kind of, I mean, not that I, like, fell off of BL3. I was kind of just taking a break from BL3, because, I mean, I've been playing this so much for YouTube and streaming and shit. During my little break, I just started going really hard into pre-sequel. And it was, like, mind-blowing to go back to that game and see just how good the movement was. Like, I always remembered the movement in the pre-sequel being really good and really fun and just really fluid. I couldn't believe just how much it holds up even with BL3. If BL3 had, like, the fucking butt slam that the pre-sequel had and Oztits and shit, BL3 would be insane. It would be so fucking fun. That's what I did during my break. I finally legitimately got Athena to max level. And it was awful. But I did it. And that is the first time I've had a max level character in the pre-sequel. But I just sat there for 4 hours one day, shooting at Guardians. It is mind-numbing. I thought BL2 was bad. But at least with BL2, there were areas that you could, like, run through to get good XP, like the, oh, what was it? The Firestone place. I can't remember what it's actually called, but running through there and just farming rabid stags and shit, you could get a lot of XP. There was a really fun route with that, and I remember, like, that was also mind-numbing, but it wasn't terrible because you were at least, like, playing the game. The pre-sequel, you stand in one spot and hold left click for 4 hours straight. I mean, I didn't do it 4 hours straight. I think I did 2 hours and, like, another 2 hours in the same day. But it was rough, but I did it. And it was worth it. For how lacking the pre-sequel's endgame is, It reminds me of, what's it called? BL1. And I really enjoyed it. Because it was very simple, it was very straightforward, there wasn't a hell of a lot going on, but at the same time, it was like, it was weirdly enjoyable. Those hive shots just do not want to go to him. There we go. Fuck did we get? But no, I really hope that we get Oztits back. Yeah, no, just don't farm Badmo. The easiest way to get to max, or not easiest, but the most fun way to get to max that I've found in 2 is running through that area and just farming rabbits. Because you farm rabbit stags, then you head into Firestone, kill the bots, you kill Bone Shredder or Bonehead. And then you go kill Saturn. And it gives you a fuck ton of XP every run. That's like maybe 10 minutes if you're going slow. It's usually like 5 minutes. If that even, honestly. I mean, it depends on the character you're playing and your build, but it's not that bad of a farm. You can just do it while fucking, like, I did it while watching Bones. I'm really hoping in BL4 they do go back to having more low atmosphere areas and just bringing back Oztits. I want Oztits, I want melee weapons, I just want fucking, I want everything. I'm a greedy little fucking gremlin boy. I want them to give it literally put everything that they fucking can in that game. They just need to not release for last gen consoles. Or the Switch. If the Switch is at any point mentioned to be part of the launch cycle of BL4, it's doomed. You ever watched True Detective? I have not. Also, I don't even know if I think I finished Bones? I can't even remember. No, I didn't, because they took it off Netflix before I could fucking finish it. I was on, like, the last season. Prior to that, I'd already seen, like, a lot of Bones. I just hadn't ever, like, watched it all the way through. But yeah, I got to, like, the last season, and they fucking took it off Netflix, and I was mad. I just never cared to go finish watching it. BL4 launches on PS3. It is so Jover if that happens.
Okay, that got wild. We are a little off plan, but I think we can smooth things out from here. But, I think you should talk to Hammerlock.
Yeah, most of the dedicateds in the pre-sequel are from Claptastic Voyage. And Claptastic Voyage doesn't let you Moonstone grind with any of the DLC items, for some reason. If you have a single DLC item in your grind, you cannot Moonstone it. So what I usually have been doing is, I farm Meg. You just farm Meg, get a bunch of torrents, and then you grind with those. BL4 launches on the Wii U. That would go hard as fuck.
Well, thank heavens you were there. Look, he's coming.
I'll look into it. I'm always looking out for more shows to watch. Right now, I'm, me and Ivy have been watching The X-Files, which is a show that I'd watched a lot when I was younger, like just when it would be on sometimes when I was at my grandma's house, and so I've seen like a decent bit of The X-Files, but I hadn't seen any of like the later stuff. But we're just watching it all the way through. God, that's a good fucking show. I'm terrified to get to the reboot sections. Right now, I think we're on Season 8, which Season 8 is definitely interesting.
My esteemed guest, might I have a word? Over here at the counter.
Farming Meg Griffin Family Guy. She's one of the few dedicated drops. I gotta do it. Also works because I hate Meg. She's so ugly and dumb or something. I don't know what the joke with Meg is in Family Guy. I've never seen Family Guy. I watched like one episode of Family Guy, and I just remember like The only thing I remember from it is Peter Griffin on a bed with fucking milk. It was literally milk, but it was funny because it was supposed to look like cum on his face. And that was the entire joke, and I was like, alright, I'm good. I don't know why I remember that, but it's the only part of that episode that I remember. I'm just gonna talk to his bald spot real quick.
Oh, sure, of course.
So like BL1 for leveling will be max level before you reach True Vault Hunter mode DLCs. Yeah, I think BL1 did it pretty good. I think BL3 honestly could have slowed it down a little bit. But at the same time, just for how endgame focused BL3 is, I think it's fine to be able to get to the endgame fast.
I don't know. But I do feel a bit, sideways.
It is as
BL4 on the PSP will be the best version. Hey, I fucking... I'm prepped. I'm ready for it. What up, BioShock playthrough? I haven't actually played BioShock. Well, I've played like half of BioShock 1. I've never played BioShock 2. The only BioShock game I've fully played through is BioShock Infinite, and I fucking loved it. I really liked BioShock Infinite. I know that's actually, that's not even really a hot take. I know there's actually a decent bit of people who also like Infinite. But there's also a lot of people that really did not like Infinite. It's a very divisive game. I've seen some of BioShock 2. I think I watched someone play through like half of it or something. And it does look really good. I plan to get around to playing, like, finishing 1 and playing 2 eventually. But I say that about a lot of things, and I often don't. BL4 in the Dreamcast will be fucking wild. As long as there's a cameo from Sonic. Sonic needs to be a playable character in fucking BL4. Ever played any of the games from Remedy for like Max Payne, Control, or Alan Wake? I want to play Alan Wake. I've never played it. Haven't played Max Payne, and I own Control because I got it for free on Epic, but I've also never played that. So no. I do want to play Control. Control is one that I've been looking to play. If I ever decide to like sit down and just play a new game, Control is top of the list. The problem is I don't often do that. I mean, I might as well. Fucking giving me a cryo old god, I ain't gonna say no.
The detective isn't answering. Perhaps the nearby townsfolk.
BL4 for GameCube with a custom character only to that console. They better add Torgue to Smash if they do that.
Hey, I'm Gaddy.
Actually, wait, since Borderlands is on the Switch, does that mean that technically there is a possibility of a Borderlands character making it into Smash?
That's a raw deal there, girl.
Whatever the next Smash game may be. It's fucking possible. Yeah, the Innkeeper is Aaron Hansen. I remember I saw it. He tweeted that he was in this DLC when it released, or before it released. And I was so fucking hyped. And it took me until like halfway through to realize that he was Mancubus. And then once I heard it, it was impossible to unhear that it was fucking Aaron Hansen. He's also the Demi-Lich in Wonderlands. So if you play fucking Graveborn, you just have Aaron Hansen screaming at you the entire time. It's a good time.
What did you just... No? Okay. Saw Burn with Gina.
So the fucking story in Infinite was a mindfuck and very confusing and convoluted, and I didn't really care about it that much. I just really fucking liked the gameplay of Infinite. Mostly the skyhook, I'll be honest. The skyhook really was a huge fucking part of my enjoyment of that game. The skyhook gameplay was just too good. I do watch Oni plays.
Get out of my face.
Feel for, depending on what console you play on, there's different Vault Hunters. God, that would cause fucking riots. Randy would actually be hunted down.
You worry too much. I'm only fine, just fine.
This is why you hired a certified wedding planner, Hammerlock. I have plans for
I will put money on the fact that I will play Control and not give a fuck about the story.
Say no to warm ginger ale. The ring has
It's just how I am. There's just something wrong with me. It's probably the severe mental deficiencies. If I had to guess.
Get away from me, you nasty bugs!
Infinite's already 10 years old, dude. I fucking hate that. I remember how hyped I was when that was releasing, and the fact that it is a decade old. That was like one of my first AAA games that I actually like played ever. Actually, it might have been the... Hold on. Was that? I think that was like the first AAA game I ever fucking played. Is it even a AAA game? I think it is, right? It was either that or Splinter Cell Blacklist. Which one released first? I think it was... No, Bioshock Infinite definitely released first. Because Splinter Cell Blacklist, was that 20... I think that was 2016. Or was that... Oh, God, I can't even fucking remember. I see a rabbit.
Named Burton Briggs. But I gotta go by Bert.
Hammerlock's voice is also Leg Guy from My Hero Academia. I don't fucking watch it. I wouldn't know. If Ivy's... Actually, no, Ivy's in class. Never mind. She watches it. I hear her nerd out about it sometimes. I don't know who that guy is, though. What's funny is a lot of the Borderlands voice actors were also in Battleborn. And he's... Hammerlock plays Pendles. The fucking snake guy. Tina plays Orendi, and the Roland voice actor is... Black Soldier Dude. I have a feeling he has a type. What the fuck is his name? I can't even remember what his fucking name is in the game. He's just boring soldier guy. Like, that's the entire thing of him. It's the same character.
Now that we're working together, here's a completely unsolicited monologue about my life.
Actually, I was enjoying...
No, not Oscar Mike. It's the dude with the massive nose. He's got a huge schnoz.
Just between us, Vault Hunter, I feared this weekend wouldn't have enough excitement.
Hold on, I can just open the Reborn launcher and see it. What's your name? Oh god, I don't know how loud that's gonna be. What is your name? Where are you? Galt. G-H-A-L-T. A-L-T. Words. His name's fucking Galt. Gilliam. That would have been a way better name. It's like Halt, but with a G in front of it. Maybe it's a Galt. I feel like that's probably not it. Galt Hunter.
The archives keep strange, unknowable hours.
I do really hope that they can actually manage with the Reborn shit to get the fucking PvP working. Either that, or I hope that fucking 2K realizes that now would be the best time for them to possibly release or re-release Battleborn.
Inside the archives so I can help me friend.
Would you keep your voice down? This is a place of quiet learning and
Because it is. If there was any time for them to try it, this would be it.
Let them in, won't you? I helped you find that missing locket, didn't I?
Iridian-based Vault Hunter. If that was going to happen, I don't think it would happen in 4. I could see it happening after 4, though, because I imagine 4 is going to be very heavily Iridian-focused.
Projector will have some info.
I see you delving into my past, worm. Oh, you are tenacious, aren't you? I haven't had a plaything like you in quite some time.
But no, I just fucking, I don't know. If they're gonna do it, I could see it happening, maybe not like soon, but there's going to be a year coming up where there's gonna be like 4 fucking MOBAs that release. Because there's a lot of MOBAs in like beta or like early access and shit right now. And most of them probably still are like a year or so out from release. Oops. But a lot of them are like probably going to release within the same year, which is definitely going to be interesting to see. Or like within the same like year or 2, I guess. Torgue is voiced by Dan Abbott. Yeah, I can hear it. I could see Torgue just having a beautiful singing voice. Have I turned off read-only? Yeah, I did. I think. You're gonna make me check again just to make sure. Yeah, we're good. I don't need to fight these fuckers. What would be nice if words. If clone lives, I can just teleport back. Anything good? Plug it into the projector. An infinity. I mean, if you want to. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, just trying to be helpful.
Research log day 37. My beloved has made a fascinating discovery.
She's quite a burden.
I'm thrilled to report. The mountain above Gethian's resting place is home
That's
to
a good one,
treasure
Zane.
ancient ruins that seem to be from some sort of precursor alien civilization. There are technological marvels inside that mankind has only seen in dreams.
How's it going, Finny?
Even more
I need to ask.
my initial studies
What's been my best and worst surprise in the Forgotten series? Ooh,
this will require further experimentation.
That's a tough one. That's 100 videos I need to think about. Off the top of my head, I think... Honestly, I think the Nighthawken was worse than I thought it would be. There's really not that many weapons that I was surprised at how bad they were. Because most weapons I go in assuming they're going to be bad, or I know that they're bad. like the fucking Creeping Death. The Creeping Death I knew was going to be terrible. Super Bowl I knew was going to be terrible. Bone Shredder is definitely also up there. Bone Shredder I knew was going to be bad, but I didn't think it was going to be just as bad as it was. That doesn't fit through there. So I'd say either the Bone Shredder or whatever I said at first, or the Nighthawken. I think both of those are pretty big surprises. But either way, both of them I kind of expected not to be great, at least.
You're repeating yourself, boyo.
And then, what was my biggest, positive surprise? Probably the frequency. I really thought throughout the entire time it has been in the game, I always thought the frequency was bad. I'd never heard anything about it. It released in the same DLC as the fucking Chandelier, the other god-awful fucking Molly-1 shotgun. And so I kind of just lumped them together and thought they were both pretty shit. It was also a Cyclone gun, so or the Shockwave. And the Shockwave guns are always, or most of the Shockwave guns are just really shit, but it's not really a Shockwave. Yeah, no, I think the frequency was definitely the biggest surprise. One adapting element, Hyperion, oh yeah, no, that, the Troubleshooter's really fucking good. That was one that I knew was really good. It just, a lot of people don't know about it, because, Vault Hunter weapon syndrome, I guess. It is still very weird to me that, or how undervalued a lot of the Vault Card weapons are. But I genuinely think the Troubleshooter is probably one of the best SMGs in the game. It's just, it does everything. Literally, it does everything. It automatically swaps elements for you. It does a fuck ton of damage, it has a huge mag size. The overclocked prefix is just a mistake. I think it honestly would have been far more balanced if it took 2 ammo per shot and had to take 2 ammo per shot. But the fact that it can just take 1 is stupidly good. I love it though. It's a fun weapon. Should have made Vault Cards be base game instead of being DLC long. Yeah, see, the problem with that would be, I think, then the the designers or directors, whichever one it released in, would then feel very lacking. Even more so than it already kind of does. I do really like those DLCs. I think they're fine. But, like, even with that, I can't deny that they were a little bit lacking overall. With the exception of Arms Race. I think Arms Race is fucking beautiful. Arachnica is voiced by Cat Williams. Who fucking told you? That is not supposed to be public knowledge. I'm a KOs / Bloodstarved Beast simp myself, so you're fucking based is what I'm hearing. Those are the correct things to simp for. I have a laser exploder. I don't need to do that. But no, those are also my favorite SMGs. I fucking love them. They're just so fun. Why do the Vault Card nades suck? There's the Pyro Burst. The Pyro Burst is pretty good. New Surge? Sure, why not? Not that I'm gonna use it, but I might as well get one at a higher level. I really hope that I get the fucking TNT. Or not the TNT, the fucking Tina Grenade, whatever it's called. I really don't want to have to farm for that. Honestly, when I go to farm for that, I might just get butt milk and vendor farm it. I kind of don't want to farm fucking, what's his name? Titan. Farming for the Bloodstarved Beast, on the other hand. I've been doing some Bloodstarved Beast farming myself, and I kind of like it. I only like it though because it kind of has some really weird nostalgia for me. I don't know why, but for some reason that farm, like, going back to it just gives me some weird form of nostalgia because I don't know, I was just really hyped when the Creed DLC released, and I had a really fun time. Like, I think that was every time a DLC would release, I would just grind the shit out of it for the entire day. Like, I would finish the DLC in that day. I'd finish all the quests, and then I would just farm the shit out of it. The Creed DLC was my favorite DLC release because while it's not my favorite overall DLC, that release day was the most fun I'd had in BL3. Or at least some of the most fun that I've had in BL3, just because the DLC was shorter. The side quests were really short, but I liked them. I did like the side quests. I liked how they did it. I didn't mind that it was shorter. And I finished the DLC, and I immediately started grinding. And that's the part of this game I fucking love. I love grinding in BL3. And so just doing that for the entire fucking day, night, probably into the morning, was really fun. So I kind of just, pretty much all of the farms in DLC 4, I just have like this really weird nostalgia with, even though it was like 2 years ago. Not even.
Vincent went to Githian's heart chamber alone. I chased after him, but
So I kind of like it.
The heart consumed him. But he still lives, entombed within.
None of the mods you've tried to remove the immunity phases work.
Vincent's research showed the precursor technology.
I mean, I'd say you could like maybe try Redux. I don't know. I haven't farmed Lilith in Redux. I don't know if it gets rid of it. But Redux successfully removes a lot of immunity phases from other bosses. The only problem with that is it is a full overhaul. So that's probably not ideal. Power Burst will kill you, that's why I don't like it. That's fair. I've seen the Sidewinder do some goofy stuff, but I think it only works in very specific situations.
The monster's heart lies deep below the town, directly below the wedding venue.
That same power coursing through the young groom is blocking off all access.
Oh, gotcha.
The power of the heart to cut through the force field. Eleanor said there was a piece of the heart on her research ship.
Ah, there is an old doll research ship high atop the cursed mountain known as...
I mean, honestly, you could probably maybe try to contact Epic himself. I don't know how active he is in like his server and shit, but he does stream. You can maybe try to ask him in there. He might be able to help you out. Or you could also just maybe suggest you release it as a separate mod for removing immunity phases. I'm surprised he hasn't done that yet. All the nades from designers and directors are good nades in the theory, but they all have something off about it. I wouldn't say that about the hot spring. The best part of the hot spring was when it didn't have a top on it. That was funny. Community youth, Gearbunks makes a Vault Hunter who's related to Torgue / Moxie. Dude, having like Torgue's son would be hilarious. No, you know what? You have it be a fucking Torgue and Moxie's son. You have one tree that's like Mama's boy, and the other one that's Papa's boy. And each of them relate to like the specific like traits of them. Whichever one you go for more. I don't know what the third tree would be, but that would go hard.
He will be part of something greater than himself. A love beyond anything he's ever known. If only you could see that.
Is this the right mouth? It is. Honestly, personally, the only... I totally understand why people don't like immunity phases. The only ones that I personally really mind are the fucking Rampager ones. The rest of them don't really bother me too much, but fucking Rampager, dude. Rampager sucks. Hot Springs Utility or Weird Bloodletter? Yeah, but like, is there any point to ever using it over any other potential source of sustain?
When he has taken a turn for the worse, contorting himself and babbling in tongues, all I can do is sit here and wait. If only our situations were reversed.
That's the thing with it. It has uses, but is it a use that actually fills a void in something?
The way to the mountain's blocked, and there's some sort of hunting.
I guess maybe for flak.
Yes, I have read about the
Anything that's like healing utility is just good on flak.
Often we hunters use those to announce our arrival so we aren't mistaken for an animal. Give that horn a mighty blow.
See, that's the solution. I think there are... I mean, even during the story kill, I think the Rampager immunity phases are a little bit long, considering there's nothing to do. I don't mind immunity phases when there's things to do during them. That's the big thing with most immunity phases for me. I love Anathema. Anathema is perhaps my favorite fucking boss in BL3. Just because, I mean, it's a boss that's more so focused on maneuvering and like understanding like the pattern of it, and I love that. I think that's a really unique take on a boss, and I think that's really fun. I'm not a huge fan of Redux removing like half of the immunity phases from Anathema, because I think it just makes the fight way too easy and way too boring. Rampager, I think you were supposed like. There's the line from Maya where she says, shoot the glowy things, but shooting the glowy thingies does nothing. So I have a feeling that there was supposed to be something that you were actually doing in that boss fight, but then they just never implemented it. So it's just left with this really long immunity phase that doesn't do anything. Lilith's is... like, there's nothing to do during Lilith's, which, again, I don't like that. Again, if there's going to be an immunity phase, I wish that there was something to do during it if it was going to be an extended one. But I'm like, if you can one-shot both phases of Lilith's fight, it's not too terrible, I find. Again, opinion. I totally understand why it's annoying for a lot of people. But,
Let us share tales over the flame.
no, the Rampager ones are just so long, and there's nothing happening. It's just awful. Best thematically designed soul tree is Aurelia's. She's a cold bitch, so she likes cryo. She's rich, so she has a servant, and she doesn't want to get her hands dirty, so she uses sniper rifles. Yeah, no, I think Aurelia's a really cool, or a really well-designed character. I also really like, I really like, what's his name? Jack. Old Timothy. Old Timbo. I think he's got a really cool soul tree. And it's pretty great thematically as well. Aurelia's close. The only problem with Aurelia is she has, like, no build diversity. I see you, Charlie. Good luck, brother. You just sit there while Lilith goes Super Saiyan. Yeah, the one thing I can say about it is, like, at least it's kind of a cool animation. It's at least somewhat enjoyable to watch. It's not like just watching Rampager writhe on the ground for a little bit and, like, wiggle and jiggle and grow another head. Timothy's the best Stiltry in the franchise, period. I'm inclined to agree. He just has a lot going for him. He has a lot of really unique playstyles he can enable, and he has he's just cool. He's just fucking cool. Yeah, the original Rampagers arena was really fucking nice. I think, actually, you know what? I think it's what they used in New Tales. I think they reused the Rampager arena for the Vault Hunter, or the Vault Monster fight in New Tales. Because that's what it looked like, kind of, I think. It was more so like a cave with a bunch of Iridian shit in it and had like a bunch of rock pillars. And that's kind of what the New Tales one had going on.
Okay, Hammerlock, I love you, my guy, but you're making me antsy with all the pacing. Why don't you go help the Vault Hunter? They're tracking a legendary beast that's so totally your wheelhouse.
I really like the original Rampage arena. I like both. But I just always more so prefer, like, overgrown cave-like locations. I do think it is really cool having, like, the big fucking, like, temple-looking vault thing with, like, the big-ass hole straight up to the sky. I think it's such a beautiful arena. But the original one was way more, like, menacing. I just really like the Rampager. I think the Rampager... The Rampager's hard for me because I hate the immunity phases, but I fucking love the boss fight. I think the Rampager's such a good, like, the way that I think of everything up to Rampager is that is like the intro of the game, kind of. Rampager is like the kickoff point for the rest of BL3, and I think it's such a great point for that because it just ramps up. It's exactly what the entire thing's about. And it does it so fucking well. And it is also very, like, bullet hell, which I liked. I liked how the bosses in BL3 were a lot more bullet hell. And, like, there was a lot more dodging and weaving and shit. I hope they stick with that for BL4. Instead of bosses just being big, beefy fuckers that run at you and try to smack you around or shoot at you. I think having it, like, actually have these big-ass AoE attacks that you have to, like, dodge orbs and shit was really fun.
That's the spirit.
That's why I think Tyrene, as a boss, is actually well-designed. I think Tyrene is a really good boss. I think she's too squishy. I think that was my problem with the Tyrene fight. I think she's just too easy. Also, her flying away for an extended period of time is kind of obnoxious. But that's only obnoxious if you don't kill her in time, which most of the time I think you kind of just can. Like, she is a very easy boss. But, like, the actual, like, choreography of her fight is really cool and really fun. Like, I remember the first time I fought her, I really enjoyed it. I only started not liking it after I got the hang of it, and I was like, man, she just kind of explodes, and you can just lock her into her phases constantly, and then just blow her back out from the ground.
Well done. Look at the size of these cracks. This Wendigo must be fearsome indeed. This way.
Kind of weird how there isn't much Vault Monster bosses. I think there's going to be more in 4. I think they're kind of like slowly leaning more towards having more Vault bosses, but I do think that if there was a lot of Vault bosses, I feel like they wouldn't feel as special, you know? I think that was a bit of a problem with BL3. And, like, just the bosses. Because there was a lot of vaults in BL3. But there was only, realistically, 3 Vault monsters that we fought. I did. Like, there's Rampager, Grave Ward, and technically Tyrene. However, Troy is a Vault. And I don't know why Troy's a Vault, but Troy's a Vault monster, apparently. You kill him and a Vault opens. I don't know where the actual monster came or went from that vault, but I think they didn't do that because they wanted the vault monsters to be like the big set points, you know, like the Rampager's the kickoff point, Grave Ward is the end of the Eden 6 arc, and then Tyrene's like end of the game. So I feel like there is a balance to be had with it. I think making Troy a vault boss for some reason was just really weird. And it kind of made the rest of them feel a little bit more weird as well.
This one's fresh. We're getting closer.
Could cancel Zane's clone. You can only cancel it with Doppelbanger. That's why this is such an important ability usually. It's how you can easily reposition it. And it's easy to pick up because, like, binary system doesn't do much. Which one's real literally doesn't do much. Like, most enemies are going to target Zane's clone anyways. The only one that's kind of okay is digital distribution, but it's not really necessary. So, like, these are really the only two stills I ever use on clone. But Doppelbanger is very important for repositioning. Otherwise, it can be a bit annoying. I see you, Doomhauer. Thanks for stomping on by, brother. Have a good one. But no, I would love to see more Vault monsters, but I don't know if I would want to see them in the base game. I think having, again, like 3 did, with just a few, and like making them a little tougher. I think a lot of the Vault monsters in 3 did end up being a little bit of a pushover eventually. I think Grave Ward is still pretty well made. Grave Ward, I think, is a lot tougher than people give him credit for. He can be a real big progression blocker, especially for newer players. It's just that there's so many clips of one-tapping him on Reddit that I think a lot of people think he's way squishier than he actually is. Because he just feels squishy by the time you're in endgame. But like Rampager was cool. It was a little easy. Tyrene was like way too squishy. But what I want is, I kind of hope that they lean more into takedowns for the end game, and I hope that they make some of the takedowns vaults. Because I think having a takedown be hunting a vault would be very cool.
This outpost is more fortified than others around here. It seems they've pulled up the drawbridge. See if you can go around and lower it from the other side.
Because they do still need to make vaults feel special, you know? Having vaults just be a random roadblock in the big quest is kind of lame. If they were to just have, like, I don't know, say, like, if they were to just have like half of the boss fights be a vault, that would very quickly take away the appeal of a vault. So I hope that they don't just do that, but I would like to see some more vault monster fights. I want them tougher. I want them raid bosses. I think having the ability for every vault monster, whether it's part of like a takedown or not, be a raid boss would be cool. If you could do like the Iridium payment. Like imagine you could go to you fast travel to the Forgotten Basilica. Or however the fuck you pronounce it. I think it's Basilica. I think that's what it was when I Googled it for the fucking, not Quantumizer. Fuck, what does he drop? I did a video on something he dropped. The good Juju. I think I had to Google it to figure out how the fuck it was pronounced. I think it's Basilica. Because before that I just called it Basilla or something. I did a soft C.
How's my Winnie doing?
But
Not great. But he's only a little glowy.
that tangent just threw off my train of thought.
I'll be back soon.
Oh, do not worry. I got this. You just
The fuck was I talking about? What was I blabbering on about? Christ. Oh, right. If you just fast traveled there and were able to pay Iridium and turn him into a raid boss, I think that would have been real sick. I don't know why we're killing Gamork, but we're gonna kill Gamork. I just, like, came over here for no reason. That was completely just, like, muscle memory for farming him.
On my never-ending quest to show Winnie why I absolutely nobility, or to the layperson a dire wolfing.
What's up, Yeet? What about Torgue Arena and BL2 DLC? Alright, listen here, Yeet. That's... relax, alright? That's kind of fucked up, buddy. I can't believe you would fucking come into my Twitch stream and chicken butt me. Foul play, bud. Get it? Cause like fat, like bird, like foul. Yeah, I got jokes too. All right. It's just proving grounds with the hag, pretty much. But they should do that with vaults. I think it would also be cool if vaults were like the proving grounds, and like each one of them was a little mobbing section before you actually got to them, and that was part of fighting them, like and farming them and shit. I think it would be cool if vault monsters weren't just treated as normal bosses. I think that would be how you could have more of them, but still keep the appeal and like the power of them. Is if they weren't if they were treated more like, not necessarily raid bosses, like they could have the option of being raid bosses, but if they were treated just more like maybe like a midpoint between a normal boss and a raid boss. Would have also been cool if that was what Aista was, instead of being a normal boss disguised as a raid boss. Although Aista, I do appreciate Aista's existence, because I feel like Aista is a very good benchmark for builds as well. If you can one-shot Aista with a build, then I think it's a pretty good build. Like, it's not hard to one-shot Aista with a build, but if you can do it, it's a decent build. Do I have any spare Urad hives? I do not, unfortunately. I think he's the only boss that has 3 different health bars. Like 3 different elemental types, like all 3 of the like shield, armor, and health. I think he's the only boss that has that, which is a very nice way to test a build. If you're able to handle that, you can handle fucking anything. The only problem with Aista is that he's labeled as an invincible, which he is not. Well, heavyweight Harker doesn't really work for this discussion, but you are right. He does also have the 3. I still wish Harker was also a bit more of an interesting boss. I mean, I kind of wish Arms Race just had multiple bosses. Dude, especially playing RoboQuest. RoboQuest, at the end of each stage, there's a couple different bosses that you can fight, like, between, and it'll randomly roll them. But RoboQuest also has specific areas that you go to that always have the same boss. However, you have to, like, go to those specific areas. I wish Arms Race had an initial set of bosses it could go between. And it would, like, tell you at the start, or, like, before you fought them, so you could kind of, like, work to build around them, instead of just being, like, well, I need to have at least some way of dealing with every... I need some source of every element. Or like any of the main 3 or something. I wish it would be more like you have to more so specialize into what you need to fight for. And then it would also be neat if there was like some secret shit that you could do during a run to change it to be a like hidden boss or something that dropped, and each of them could have like the different drops and stuff. That would have been fun. It's a bit of a very large scope though, to be fair. But it would have been cool. If Arms Race returns, I do hope they lean more into that kind of those roguelike elements with it. feel like the Proving Grounds entry points for BO4, if being made there, should all be one map instead of having to travel to different planets. Yeah, that would be nice. If there was like just a nice little hub area. Because it can be a little obnoxious to have to fucking fast travel between them. It would also be very cool because you could then just have it like a, you could have an actual like boss rush mode with it too. You could just have it be like, oh fuck. There could be an option to just run all of them back to back. I'm just dead, I think. Unless this guy's squishy, it's coming up. Yeah, no, I'm dead. Like Wonderlands, yeah. It would be like a chaos chamber, but probably more fun and more challenging. That was a very far away fucking fast travel station, or save station. Christ. Chaos chambers with wave-based arenas. You mean Moxie's Underdome? While we're here. Is it a good stone? No, that's fucking shit. I don't remember it. Okay.
I suggest you brew only the strongest available option.
I just can't believe how badly Wonderland's not fucked up, dude. Such a good fucking... such a good game with so much potential, and they just goofed it. I do have a lot of hope for Wonderlands 2. Was that not right? What? Oh, no, it's other way around. Lost Underdome was a nightmare for 100%. I never actually fully completed it, but I did like the first couple waves, or I did the first couple rounds. And I enjoyed it up until then. I have a feeling that I would stop enjoying it after a bit more, but I never got around to actually completing it.
Perfection. But don't breathe.
It's the Fake-Ubs exist in Bounty of Blood. I feel like Gearbox should expand the lore of manufacturer ripoffs. That could definitely be fun. I feel like you could also get some really funny fucking items out of that. Fake Torgues that just have a chance to explode in your hands. I didn't pick up the brew. I don't... Can I get back up there? Do I have to... Please tell me I don't have to fast travel all the way back. Okay. Thank God. I didn't know that there was a ladder there. My brew.
I believe I've tracked the Wendigo to its feeding ground. Come meet me.
I keep trying to hit tab to open the map because that's how you do it in fucking RoboQuest. So you can just keep playing while the map is open. Clone's alive, so I should get up. Yeah.
Hey, I've got a mission update for you.
Hey there, boyo! Having a lovely little
Just approved my 155-hour paycheck, so expect gifted subs tomorrow. Oh boy. That is entirely unnecessary, but I will greatly appreciate it. How's it going, Grace? Welcome, brother. Fate Teeters that doesn't give new gun, except you have to manually reload it. You throw the magazine instead. Just the magazine. And it does, like, pitiful damage. It's for glory.
Splendid, Vault Hunter. I could not imagine a better hunting partner. Willie isn't one for hunting. He's blind in one eye.
Alright, let's see how this goes. I have no faith in this. How's it going, guess? Is he gonna... I have to follow him, I think. Hurry up, old man. Fake Molly one that just doesn't do elemental damage would be good. Fake Hyperion that just doesn't have the river. It has increased recoil. Like, drastically increased the longer you fire it. Get that song in for you. BO4 video I made hit like 33k views and I got my first 1,000 subs. God damn. I mean, like I said, it was a fucking banger of a video. Definitely well deserved. Increases damage taken on ADS. No, it still has the shield, except anything that hits the shield is redirected right into your crit. It's right into your fucking face.
Hack through these roots, Vault Hunter.
Boink. The reverse Hyperion go crazy. It would be fucking awesome.
Heal yourself. From what I gather of this creature, this will be no easy hunt. It's gone for the moment. What luck. Quickly now, give me the bait. Give me strength, Billy. All I do for you.
Damn, Hammerlock really just a baiter like us all. Hammerlock definitely seems like the refined gentleman to enjoy a fucking goon sesh here and there.
The Wendigo is rushing you.
Oh god. Oh no. Oh dear lord. I might need to be able to bore you know what? No, we'll stick it. It's not terrible. It definitely could be worse. Oh, now it's at what the fuck? That's actually good damage. What the fuck happened there?
Ah, look at those trophies. That must be the kite.
Basic repeater damage from BO2, 11 per hit.
Kite is balls. Got it.
Reverse Vladov just eats like a quarter of your ammo per shot and just has absolute shit fire rate. Reverse COV actually shoots forever. That one's just actually better.
About what I said earlier, about my confusion.
Does Hammerlock edge? Hammerlock absolutely edges. He's too much of a gentleman to come.
Fear could ever get in my way. I first became a hunter because for as long as I can remember, I've always been searching for something.
He got big old fucking... Never mind. I'm not... No. Nah, fuck it. He got fucking full ass big old nuts just hanging there. He's been blue balled for life. He's not in chastity or anything. He just doesn't come. He's just based like that. Do you think he's got a prosthetic testicle to like match his arm? That would be kind of cool. Weird, I just made a genuinely good topic with the manufacturer ripoff. Hey man, any topic's a good topic when it comes to live streaming. Anything that gives me something to talk about. No, I do actually, I really like that idea. I think that could be like, there's a lot of really funny stuff that they could do with that. Just like the hanging Chad. I fucking love that gun. I think that was like one of the most hyped guns around release. I remember people were so excited about that. And like for good reason. It's a very fucking cool gun. It's very, like it's great utility and it's also just a pretty decent weapon. But I remember like no one really cared about the Infinity and the Hanging Chad had like the new, it was the BL2 Infinity of BL3 was the fucking Chad. If I'm using the Hive this much, I should just fucking use Infiltrator. You know what? Why am I not doing this? This probably would have made everything go by way faster. Just Toboggan, Infiltrator, Hive. This is all you need to play the game. Does Hammerlock sound with his metal arm? He's probably got some sort of like sounding attachment. What name would the manufacturers be? I'm not creative enough to think of that. No, you know what? Doll should be like don't. No, that's way too hard to say. I was thinking like doll, but and.
But what of the hunt? What of the Wendigo?
I brought those balls back. Oh, sorry. Kife. Wink.
Doll is small. You know, you'd have Vladov just still be Vladov, but with 2 Fs.
We will use the Wendigo's fiery kife to melt the ice that stands in your way. Place the kife there, and you'll soon be back on the hunt.
Ball. Kind of like ball.
Such power! This is true kife
Oh, you know what? No, okay, I can take the doll, the terrible doll idea. We can put that on Molly Wan. Instead of Molly Wan, we have Molly Won't. Or you could also do Wally Mon. You know what? I like that better. I like Wally Mon. Just swapping the fucking W and the M. I can't think of anything for Torgue. I don't know if I can think of anything for Tedior either. Tedior and Torgue are hard. How's it going, Glista? Welcome, brother. Reverse Doll has shit stats but good damage and only shoots semi-auto. So Reverse Doll is just Jacobs, is what you're saying. Tedior is just Ted. Dude, I love that movie. It was like the fucking best movie of 2014 or whatever the fuck it released. Absolutely goated. It was really funny because it's a teddy bear. But it's a teddy bear that smokes weed and does sex and says things that a cute teddy bear usually wouldn't say in a movie with a cute talking teddy bear. It's comedic genius, truly. How dare, fuck, I'm so sorry, Glista. Send me your schedule and your home address, and I'll make sure to work my stream times around it better. Paddington, but funny. Oh, it's actually farm time, boys. Forgot about that. We're actually gonna fucking get a gun today. I forgot that that's why we were here. See, it's funny because teddy bears don't do that. Exactly. I've never seen a teddy bear do sexual actions towards a woman at a grocery store. That shit funny. In the theater, I remember I was watching that and he humped the cash register. I could have slapped the shit out of me and howled like a fucking monkey. Shit was crazy. I never laughed that hard in my life. I laughed so hard I fucking busted a nut. It was insane. Although that might have also just been because I was edging during the movie, but that's besides the point. I don't think that had anything to do with it. I'm pretty sure that was unrelated. Shocker. I barely know her. Is he gonna respawn or do I have to finish this quest? I don't know if he respawns. No, because he's not part of the quest. He just spawns in here. I didn't even need to progress that. That was pointless. It's the Critches that are part of the quest. He hangs out. He just sits in here and like fucks Critches or something. He's the fucking Shane Dawson of BO3, but for Critches. Okay. Get my little farm set up. First one of the day. What's it called? I was just Shockler. You know what? Fuck it up. Shockler. Because I can't fucking type. Getting a worse lobby, yeah, it's gonna be great. Nope. Did I just find the only arms race fan? No, that's me. That's my title. I'll go fight them. I'm the only person that's supposed to play arms race for fun. Fuck. Okay, I need to complete that quest so I can have the closer fucking respawn station. I forgot about that. Or not the quest, but I just need to blow up the fucking door. No, arms race really is either you fucking love it or you hate it. I don't know if there's anyone who's like super just indifferent about it. But I'm definitely on the side of love it. I fucking love arms race. Cockler. I mean, I guess I might not have to finish the quest if he just drops it on this run. He did not drop it on this run. See, now there's the real the real shocker. There is someone who's indifferent to arms race. That's it. I think that there is a few things that they should improve on with arms race. I do think, I don't even know if like necessarily they need action stills. I think the action stills would have benefited very much. The only problem with that is Moe's. Genuinely, I'm almost certain the only reason we don't have action stills in arms race is Moe's. I am very convinced that that is entirely true, because I don't think that there is another action still that would be as much of a problem as Iron Bear. Like, Iron Bear just makes it free. And I think they didn't want that. So they just didn't let anyone have an action still. But even if they just gave each Vault Hunter some sort of passive for arms race, that would have been nice. Or yeah, if they just made it so Moe's only got Iron Cub or something. But no, that is like my one complaint about it in its current state. I do wish that there was at least some sort of difference between the Vault Hunters aside from drop rates. But if it does come back, I really hope that they like heavily iterate on it and do go way more in the direction of making it very much like a roguelike type thing and like adding more stuff. I want them to combo it with Chaos Chambers, honestly. I would rather them actually just make, like, combine Chaos Chambers and Arms Race to make something incredible. I want, like, a roguelike endgame experience for fucking BL3, or BL4. That would be so fucking fun as a extra little mode thing. Insider. I barely know her. Bear has half health. It's not necessarily the health of Bear that's the problem. It's it's a oh fuck button. I think that's the thing. It's that it's pretty much instant invulnerability. If you get yourself, you can never get yourself into a bad situation if you have Iron Bear. Because anytime things start going south, you just fucking jump in it and beat the shit out of anything that's surrounding you. And then you're fine, even if it dies quick. Saying the only problem with BL3 story is the women and the wokeness. They never... Dude, people are so fucked. I don't know, like, what it is. But that's always been Borderlands. Like, Borderlands has always tackled subject matter like that. Like women and being anti-fucking government and capitalism and shit. Like, I don't even agree that wokeness is generally a real thing. It's more of just a catch-all term for anything that people don't like relating to, like, social politics. But, yeah, no, people are fucking insane. It's just wild to me how these people managed to play through, or like play any other Borderlands game, which, I mean, let's be real, they probably didn't, even if they did, they probably didn't understand anything that was actually going on, and not understand that it was, it's a very liberal game series. The entire basis of it is fucking capitalism is terrible, and this is what the latest possible stages of it looks like. But yeah, no, somehow people see that from beginning to end, mega corporations are shit, and they see that and are like, oh my god, I want to go fucking lick some boots. I mean, there's people that think that fucking, like, I remember seeing people think that Cyberpunk was a critique of liberalism and a critique of wokeness. I really hope I don't need to explain to any of you why that is such a fucking, like, retarded ass statement. Because not even the game itself, like, just even excluding the game itself, the entire fucking genre of Cyberpunk is anti-capitalist, anti-establishment. Like, it's a fucking dystopian nightmare. That's the idea of the Cyberpunk genre. And somehow that shit just goes over people's heads. Shocker. Gotti. Oh yeah, no, there's bad takes on everything from both sides of things. The problem is everyone is stupid. Most people that have an opinion are too dumb to hold the opinion that they have. Like, I fall under that too in some cases. I'm sure everyone does. Everyone has opinions on things that they are too dumb to have an opinion on. The problem is that social media makes it... Oh, we crashed. Social media makes it very easy to amplify that opinion to other places. And so more people start holding these very dumb fucking opinions. And only interact with other people that hold these dumb opinions. Yes, Cyberpunk is totally uniform and clean and conservative. What are you talking about? True. Real. Got compared it to so many creators, and the two most interesting ones were Yoteslay and Vinyl Puma, since they're such different creators. See, I mostly get compared... I've gotten compared to Yoteslay a couple times, but the biggest one that I've seen is Dirch. And that is like... I think that is genuinely the biggest compliment I've gotten. I'm a Dirch boy. I fucking love Dirch. I literally grew up on Dirch. Unfortunately, I should say, it was Dirch and Man of Low Moral Fiber, but unfortunately, really hope I don't get compared to him at any point. I still love his videos, but no, he's a piece of work from what I've heard, or from what I've seen. But no, Dirch, I fucking love Dirch. And if any of you have seen my very old videos back when I could barely pronounce R, literally the letter of the English alphabet, they're hard watches, I'll be honest. They're very hard watches, but I'm leaving them up because I like them as a time capsule from not only just that time of my life, but also just like as a time capsule of that time of the game. But those initial item reviews were like one for one ripped off of how Dirch did his, where he just grabs an item and runs it through an area for like 20 minutes and talks about it. And that is exactly what I did. I would still be doing that if it was viable. If it was viable for how YouTube is now, I would 100% still be doing that. That's the way that I prefer to do those things, is to just sit there and talk about it. That's why I really like the, I'm so happy that the fucking rant videos are doing good. I'm going to do so many more of those. I have an entire document just dedicated to what video or what topics I just want to fucking press record and rant about. I'm so glad that the reception on those is doing so good, because that's what I fucking love. Dirt's just like the Borderlands homie. Dude, he is. I still throw on some of his fucking videos from time to time and just listen to them. I fucking love Dirch. He is the absolute GOAT for me. In my earliest videos, I was compared a lot to Too Mad since I'm fat and a spastic. That was my favorite compliment for a while. Dude, I fucking miss when Too Mad wasn't a weird fucking... I mean, the thing is, I think Too Mad always was a weirdo fucking freak, annoying bastard, but like, he honestly toned it down for his videos or so. I don't know. It's hard to tell what the fuck happened with Too Mad, but like for a while he actually made very good videos and was actually funny. And then eventually he just like, he started like circling. It's the iDub circle of irony. Fucking, in this case, it's actually real. Where it's like he was so ironic that he actually did just kind of rant back around to being like lol random XD, just being a public fucking menace. Like, I don't know, for a bit it seemed more so like he was like, a lot of the times he'd do some weird shit in public. It was more like making fun of the fucking prank channels and shit. And then later on, eventually it just became him being a fucking public nuisance and not being funny. Yeah, I'm talking about Too Mad right now. But no, it's fucking weird. But at the same time, it's hard to tell if he was ever ironic or if it was just easier to apply meaning that wasn't actually there to some of his older stuff. He's a fucking character study, that's for sure. Rant videos are awesome, dude. I love the Boar Explosion one. I was shocked that the reception on that was actually as good as it was. I think the next few are probably also going to be Zane related, because I have a lot of things I just want to fucking talk about with Zane. Zane is fucking... There's a lot to say about him still. You die a hero, live long enough to become a villain. That is like the most true shit with Too Mad. That is exactly what happened with him. The thing is, it's very hard to tell if he was ever actually a hero or if people just thought he was. All right, what do we got next? DLC 3 is a lot. Mostly in the Blast Plains. I think we'll do DLC 4. Do I have time to start? We'll at least start DLC 4. Because I do have, I actually do have a time constraint for today. I gotta be done by like, I gotta be done at least within an hour. So we'll see how far we get. But no, I've been having really a hell of a lot of fun with the rant videos. I do want to try to find more formats that I can kind of just do that in, where I can just press record and talk. But a lot of that stuff just does not work on YouTube anymore, unless you have like a massive fucking following that'll just watch whatever the fuck you post.
I have marked one on the galaxy map. Bring sanctuary there, and we can begin.
Simple old school drone clone build. Drone clone is so fucking fun. I think that was like, it wasn't the best meta for Zane. Like that was, when that was the actual meta, it was, when Zane was still pretty, not weak, but he had a lot of problems still. No, he was pretty weak. He was still probably the weakest Vault Hunter at that time. But God, it was so much fun.
Usually something rusty and sharp.
And while it is still a hell of a lot weaker than it used to be, it is still such an enjoyable build, and it's still strong enough to do fucking everything.
technology.
Giving clone the storage before the plague bearer. I remember the biggest buff at that time that Zane had ever received was just the introduction of the Sandhawk. Giving the fucking Sandhawk to clone actually, like, that was honestly pretty much what made Zane be able to do Guardian Takedown at the time. It was that or the Anarchy. Giving either of those to clone just actually made it possible to fucking do that shit. Wow, clone just instant fucking died. I think he got bold. Honestly, you know what? The fucking storage probably still is better on clone. I didn't think about that. That was probably something I should have mentioned in that video. It does kind of have a purpose in that. Because it doesn't have the charge up. I mean, I didn't really mention the charge up on the Plague Bearer in the video, because, I mean, it is a good point. I just didn't think about it, because the fucking charge on the Plague Bearer, like, barely matters. But for clone, it definitely does, because, clone can spam it out way more. So what does suck with this is, we wouldn't actually have to go too far in this DLC.
But you're not gonna survive my friend here.
But I need a hustler. Unfortunately. I guess I could butt milk it, actually. If I butt milk, then I can just get a world drop hustler. So you know what, once we get to next save station, or fast travel station, we're gonna go back to Sanctuary and butt milk.
Sorry about all that.
Now everyone woke up on the Hive. Yeah. I honestly don't know when that really happened. Because the thing is, so, I do know that the Hive was popular by the time I made my BL3's Forgotten on it. I mean, I mentioned it in the video, but I really just wanted to make that because I fucking love the Hive. I just wanted to talk about the Hive for a few minutes. So I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. But, the Hive has been really strong since launch, pretty much. There was never really a point where the Hive was weak, but even after it got buffed, a lot of people still slept on it for a really long time, and it was a gun that just slowly had a very natural progression into the meta. Like, people just eventually kind of started finding out about it and using it, and it just became a staple. Like, very naturally. It wasn't just like someone big posted a video about it or anything. It was just like something that made its way in. Thank you for the follow, Quentin. Welcome, brother. A Hive simp you are. Absolutely.
I have a new mission for you. Come to my lab.
The Hive is probably my... Is it my favorite launcher? I think it's my favorite launcher. I really like the Hive.
Yo, if I catch anyone using the air filtration units as a bottle opener, I'm gonna throw you out of the airlock.
The Creamer is close. Not for Bore Explosion. But specifically, I really fucking love the Creamer on Moe's. There's a thing on my mic. What the fuck? The Creamer's just a fun gun. But the Hive is just, it's so broken and so enjoyable to use. The Mongol's also up there. The Mongol is really fucking fun. The Mongol, I've been getting my Mongol fix in the pre-sequel. Because, dear God, the Mongol on fucking Athena is hilariously broken. How I creamed your mother. Hey! Easy, buddy. This is my Twitch chat. Can't be talking about my mama like that.
Another day, another orb. Now, what do I do with it?
So I was in court for being a bit too silly, and the judge said I lack an alibi. So I said, Your Honor, you seem to lack some bitches. I'm in jail now on an illegal PC. That's awesome. That's some Sigma male fucking epic grind set Fortnite.
Hope you're up for some weird stuff, Vault Hunter. Alright, man. What's first on this little scavenger hunt of yours?
Give me a rat hive and a guardian angel, my flak will clear anything. But no, the Mongol is so fun. Especially on Athena, because you just get the infinite ammo, you get a kill, you get the fucking high-ass fire rate, and just spam Mongol shots into EOS or Eclipse, and it just fucking implodes. It's just, it's there in 1 second, and the next it's gone. I wouldn't be surprised to see hybrids come back in like an official capacity. Because the thing with hybrids and why they haven't really returned is because, I mean, I'm sure many people know that they weren't intentional in BL1, but specifically the nitty gritty of why it wasn't intentional is because a lot of weapons in BL1 didn't have their unique part as their barrel. In pretty much every other Borderlands game, aside from that, it's a pretty good victory rush. The unique part of a weapon and like what determines what legendary a weapon is the barrel. So in BL1, hybrids happened because a barrel would spawn with a legendary part. It would pretty much be two legendaries rolling into one. And every other game that doesn't really, that's not something that's really able to happen for the most part. Just because everything's the barrel and a weapon can't roll with two barrels. So they would have to be added back. Like if they were to be added back and they kept that system, they would have to be officially added back. I could definitely see them doing that for 4. I think a lot of people, I think people have missed them for long enough that Gearbox knows that they're definitely wanted. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them return finally in 4. But I could also see them as keeping that as just a unique to BL1 thing. It could go either way. I hope they add them back. I would love to see hybrids again. I think hybrids are fucking cool. I think there's the actual hybrid in BL3, the 7th Sense rogue site. I don't actually know entirely why that happens. I assume it's the same sort of thing, but I think that's the only real example of it. Because there are weapons that have other parts that are unique to them. Like, I think the Hellwalker has, aside from the skin, I think it has 2 parts that are unique to it. Or, like, that make it the Hellwalker. But one of them is the barrel. Hellwalker has an invisible COV barrel, so it gets the smoking effect when you fire it. So maybe that's what the barrel actually is, and then it's the other part that really makes it the Hellwalker. That's cool. I didn't know that. That's really interesting. That's kind of funny.
Looks like he's giving you the honors.
Love Claptrap, he's so OP. I need to play him, he looks fun. Who'd have guessed a character design around explosions are OP? It's never happened before, truly. But no, Clappy looks really fun. I gotta give him a go. I've been, the next character I've been running through right now is, I mean, I'm swapping back and forth between Nisha and Wilhelm. I really like both of them. Although my second highest level is Timothy. But I haven't played him in a little bit. I did really like him though. He was what actually like initially got me back into the pre-sequel after I initially thought I didn't like it because I played Athena wrong. And I was a little pissed baby and thought the game was no fun because I wasn't having fun playing Athena poorly. And then I learned about Maelstrom after coming back to it with Timothy. I came back to it with Doppelganger and played him up to 54, and then by that point I had like a way better understanding of how the game worked. And so I went back to Athena, learned of Maelstrom, and immediately just started blowing through everything. That was a good time.
Am I doing it right? Yeah, I remember now. We used the COV's own weapons against them to breach the fortress gate. Find the catapults, Vault Hunter.
That's really interesting about the Hellwalker.
Sure,
it's kind of funny. Timothy was Zane before Zane. Yeah.
It was the first time we'd fought with the Crimson Raiders in a while.
I mean, honestly, Timothy's kind of just what Zane should have been. Or not necessarily what he should have been, but I think it's what they were trying to recapture.
I do not imagine that slaughtering yet more children of the Vault will pose a problem, you mouth-watering force of nature, you. Maurice has been giving me morale.
It just didn't really work out too well. Because they kind of like merged Timothy and Wilhelm for Zane. With a little bit of Axton in there. What the fuck? Did I miss the jump pad? The fuck? I haven't read the comics, but I do want to. I've been trying to find, like, I wanted to get an actual physical copy of them, but that is very difficult to do. At least it was when I last looked. They aren't canon, though. Like, they have their own canon. Oh, I have to fire the meat catapult, that's why. So there is the siren that can talk to animals, but it's unconfirmed if that's actually a siren ability or not. In the mainline canon. So, like, it's possible. It is possible that that does end up actually being a thing, but currently, until it is actually shown in the games, it's unconfirmed that that is one of the siren abilities. I really hope it is, though. I think a siren Beastmaster would be fucking sick.
Pointed darts upon the score. Zoom, whiz, bang. More dragon for the clank.
Borderlands 3 story. Use Gen Z terms like Among Us and Skibbity Toilet. I would, but unfortunately, I think I'm... there's far too many holes in my brain for me to understand what half of those terminology... or half of that terminology means. Oh, shit. I popped him a little too early. I think I'll have my cooldown back. So I'll pick up money and get fire rate, crit damage, reload speed, and elemental damage for just picking up money. The gold rush before the gold rush. Honestly, they should have just made the gold rush do all of that. I think it's just fire rate and damage, though, isn't it?
Whoa, calm down, man. This obviously isn't real. Don't start a fight.
How long until Stibbity Toilet memes hit the Facebook moms? I think it already has. Honestly, I think a lot of it was Facebook. Or like a lot of the spread of it came from Facebook moms because they were just not interested in it, but they just fucking were like, haha, yeah, Stibbity Toilet. My son likes this. I guess I could, like, use one of the actual fire launchers that I have. Kind of forgot I have the plague bearers. That's no whiff. I might still be fine, though. Nope. I'm hitting these. Should kill him. Oh, hey, wait, that's as I forgot. We need that. Lovable rogue. Gotti. Our shit is full. I guess I can eat these. I, like, haven't used them. I don't need them. I think that's everything we have to eat, though.
Come on, we need that buzz axe.
Should have had a scourge, just saying. I do have a scourge. I think it's just very low level. Yeah.
Well, look at this sleeve.
Zane's best shield for mobbing is the Frozen Heart. Depends on the build. If you're going for, if you're all in on that icebreaker damage, then yeah. But Zane can also freeze things very well himself. The only time I would personally think that Frozen Heart is like best for Zane is if you don't have brain freeze, or if you're using like snipers or like high damage shotguns. Something where you just want a one tap and don't really want the fire rate, but Zane works so well with the fire rate from the Revolter, along with, of course, just the fucking damage from it being batshit. It's hard to use anything else. But even if you're not going to use that, honestly, I would probably a lot of the time still prefer, looks goofy using the laser exploder. I would still, honestly, even use, like, the fucking, what's it called? Old God. I think the Old God damage combined with Icebreaker is just better. Because Zane has no access to elemental damage outside of, what's it called? The Executor. Like, none at all. It is just the Executor and, like, passive rolls that Zane can get elemental damage from. So that's why, like, I think the Old God is probably the best on Zane, like, over most other things. Because even Flak has elemental damage through, Spider Ant. I should give the Love War Rogue a go, I guess. Sorry, it doesn't have a good anointment, but whatever. I'll at least use it for like 2 seconds. That is surely doing something. Yeah, it definitely, that looked like damage, I'm sure of it. I don't know, man. It's just, it sucks. I'm gonna dump the entire mag out onto this fucker. And I don't get it. Like, I get it, but I don't get it. It just seems like a normal fucking Torgue assault rifle that just has things that spawn, but most of the time when they spawn, everything, the thing that you shot at is already dead, and then they just don't do damage to anything else that's surrounding it. So what's the point? Dude, I'm always told that the Fire Old God isn't good on Moze, and I don't know why. I think it's fucking great. Like, I think it's one of the few shields that she has to use. But people are like, yeah, she already has so much elemental damage. But she doesn't have that much elemental damage. She has a lot of sources of incendiary damage, but she doesn't actually have a lot of elemental damage bonuses. I think she has like 1 in her trees. So I don't know if I'm just like missing something about why people think it's not good, but that's the answer I've gotten from people who have said it, so. When will I cover the Thunderball Fist? I have the video recorded already and edited. I actually edited it the other day. Sometime in February, late February, or like latter half of February or first half of March is when that will go up.
Really thought that might wake him up. No, not yet. I think we can do a little more damage with this one.
Does Flak have a cryo specific build? I've made a cryo Flak build. The cryo Flak build that I did is kind of more of a showcase of an idea. It's a concept build, I suppose, is what I could say. It's not like fully done, or like the actual. I talk about what it needs to be done. I just wasn't. I was on a bit of a deadline with that video, and so I couldn't totally get everything I needed for it. Works pretty good though. It's the closest I've had to like a one-shot E build. Because you can like Frozen Heart one-tap things with it, but it does fall off. How long does it take to make a video? BL3's Forgotten I can get out in like a day. If I wanted to. It would be like a better part of the day. I usually spread it out across 2 days. I record on the days that I stream for BL3's Forgotten. So I stream, and then after I stream, either before or after I stream, I record the footage for it, take notes about what I want to say, and then the day that I edit is when I will record the audio for it. And depending on the length, or depending on like how or like if there's any fanciness going on with the editing, it usually takes about an hour or two. Some of the more in-depth ones were like 3. But it's usually not too long for those. The longer shit is what am I doing? Oh, I have to shoot down the moon. The longer shit is the other stuff that I do. No.
Okay, I can admit when
I use DaVinci Resolve. It is a well, not fully free, but pretty much everything that I need it for is free, and it is an incredibly good program. I fucking love it.
No, you know what? If you do not get it, you do not deserve to get it. Now, please carry on.
No, I haven't gotten the blast yet. I'm gonna do Bounty of Blood probably after DLC 4. Oh well, yeah, no shit. I think that's the only one I have left to do. Yeah. Okay, I'm just a fucking head ass. But no, the longer videos can take up to like 8 hours to edit and shit. Those can be rough. It's fun though. I enjoy doing it sometimes, most of the time. Editing can be a fucking pain in the ass. I don't get it, man. I do not understand this done. Like, that does no damage. If those did damage, I would understand it far more, but they just do not do damage. So you can clear, or if you clear the jump in Vault Hollow without the launch pads, the timer doesn't start and you can loot the whole thing. Yeah. You need a decent bit of move speed to do it, but Jesus Christ. But it is definitely doable. I don't think it's too terribly hard. I think I've done it once before. I just wish Vault Hollow was like useful. It would have been nice if it could roll dedicated drops and other DLC drops. But it being locked to just world drops is kind of not great. Can it even world drop from DLC 4? I don't know if I've ever even seen like a fucking prompt critical or a fucking faulty star in there. There's one still to boost its damage, but it's bugged anyways. Yeah, that's why I think the Firewall gun is fucking killer for Moze. I run it on her all the time. But I've seen a lot of people, granted, I will say, the people that I see saying the old god isn't good on Moze have mostly been on Reddit. So...
I didn't realize how bad
probably really shouldn't be taking that as advice anyways. So make the Vault Hollow the Diamond Loot Room. Yeah, pretty much. I think if it was like a toned down version of the Diamond Loot Room, it would have been way more useful.
Sapphire Starlight. Okay, fair point.
So Eraser Bullets Ricochet, I like 11 degrees. Not using a Jacobs. What is he using? Because they should be going straight.
The evil Brick and Mordecai entities you encountered earlier. I cannot ascertain the source,
The smog. Yeah, those should definitely be going, like, straight.
Never send an
I don't know, usually every time I've used Eraser, it goes on the same, or I've, at least from what I can see, it looks like it goes on the same trajectory that it went in.
thrown away, Krieg. Too dangerous to be around real people.
Base for using the fucking smog, though. Great weapon. Why do you only have 2 good Torgue arrows that contain blast and the laser exploder and the rest are shit? I had no idea.
Destroy something. None of us care if you ever come home again.
Not terrible. Still only +3, though. Let's see how this goes. I need to put this fucker way back.
I sent you away to die.
Some decent damage, alright. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna end up going into fight for my life, so I'm just gonna hold off on popping him. You ever get that perfect cryo smog? I ain't even gotten a single cryo smog. Can't tell why people hate this farm so much. The immunity. I don't mind it. There's worse immunity phases. But I do understand why people don't like it. Oh, fuck. I do appreciate that those orbs give you second wins, though. Fuck. Stop moving. Come on, just give me the prom critical right now. First run. That is off the side of the fucking map. God damn it. I mean, I have to go back to Sanctuary, I guess. See what the fuck that was. Like, half of the fucking bosses in the game have immunity. Yeah, but a lot of them aren't that long. That's just kind of a fucking 20 seconds of doing nothing. That's not what I wanted. Oh, great, it does. I forgot about that. I still have to travel away from this farm to see if I actually got it. Well, they, blabber on though. I'm gonna go take a quick little piss break. I'll be right back in like a minute. Oh, we back. How's it going for Uncle McDunkle? You only missed like 3 hours. Not much. I just been running DLC. Oh, the only new gun I got today has, or no, we got the Shocker, the what's it called? Shocker and the Lovable Rogue, and maybe a prompt critical if that's what's in my lost loot machine. I'm guessing it's actually a faulty star.
Go on and give the buzz axe back to the statue.
How about the likable rascal? Yeah, we gotta get those. This is gonna be real fun. We also need the critical mass, not the class mod. The other one.
I hope Tannis knows I was just joking about the man.
Yeah, Tyrene's rough. The thing is with I think Tyrene's fine once you're able to like kill her fast enough. Because then she just goes up and down and you just blow her back out. Anytime she goes down. It's still a bit of a pain, but it's not too bad. Don't need you. Come on. Let's see it. Prompt critical. Prompt critical. I think it was a plus ultra. Yeah, it was. Double roid. On one of the tankiest shields in the game. Interesting. Is this... I might do this side quest, because I think this might be who we farm for a hustler. I'll grab it for now. Because I think there's an enemy that spawns during that who has a pretty good world drop chance. How's it going, Mr. Shank? Welcome, brother. Yeah, the train fucker's a fucking annoying farm, though. I don't know if I can do it. At least not quickly. Like, the Plague Bear is pretty okay for farming them. Why am I just fucking just fast travel here? I'm gonna try my best to get it as a world drop, because I just don't want to farm the fucking train. But we'll see how that goes. Zoomed a little too hard there. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck!
It's actually pretty damn hot, if I'm being honest.
How hot is it?
It's so hot.
Put it on Mayhem 1 then? That's no fun. Only thing I might do that for is the Torgue company, man. Actually, no. I can Borsplode. Never mind. We ain't dropping from Mayhem 11. Because if I'm using Borsplosion, I need to at least somewhat punish myself. Now we wait. Vibe for a little bit. Love Borderlands, man. Any game where you can have samurai cowboys riding cyborg dinosaurs and hover bikes are the best thing. Yeah, and for it to just, like, work seamlessly into the universe and be totally fucking reasonable, that's the sign you got something good. Did I just second wind off her? Hey! Nothing. I will take that iridium though. Becoming what I wanted to destroy. Well, I kind of need to... I'm trying to avoid it as much as I can, but it's not going to be avoidable for raid bosses. And I can't really, like, hollow point with fucking most Torgues. At least not easily. And I can't really do much... I can't do anything to get cloned to do it either. Because I can't use a Guardian Angel. So Boar Explosion is going to be like the only way that we do true trials. I didn't slide. Oh, right, there is the hollow point. I don't know if that, or the fucking Moonfire. I don't know if that would do enough damage to hollow point kill them, though. Like, hollow point gets a lot of damage, but it does still scale off of overkill damage. So you do still need, like, a baseline of decent damage. And I don't know if the Moonfire can hit that. Like, the only thing I could see it really happening with would be, like a creamer. When's the next episode of the Amara Guide out? Here, Jonesin? It should be soon-ish. Because I did... Yeah, so I just have weapons next. That'll probably be soon. I'm trying to grind it out. That might be the final episode. Currently it's the final planned episode. But it should be out, next video is another BL3's Forgotten, and then after that, it'll be the next one. Ideally. Can't wait for Mosier Flack. They're probably mostly gonna just get a damage formula video. Flack, definitely I'm not going to be, doing a full guide series on. I do not know enough about Flack. And honestly, I, do not like Flack enough to put the effort in to learn. I will probably do damage formula video for him, though. However, Mose might... I don't want to get hopes up, okay? I want to be very clear. Do not want to get hopes up. Mose I'm going to do a damage formula video on. I'm definitely also going to do a class mod video for Mose. I have been thinking about potentially, again, don't get your hopes up, relax, keep the heart rates low. Mose might get a full series. I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know if that's something I fully want to tackle, but I might. We'll see. If I do, it'll probably come out a lot slower than even Amara did. Just because Iron Bear's gonna have a lot for me to have to look into. Flack's damage formula, I think, is actually... I think that is going to be a game changer for a lot of Flack mains. I feel like most that at least are here... I have noticed most of the people that actually watch me on Twitch are more often more into the technical side of things and do know a lot of the grittier details of their Vault Hunters. If you're not in that camp, though, no worries. It's what I'm here for. you're my prime target audience. But I think for a lot of people that do see that video, it's going to be a wake-up call to see just how much V1 damage Flak has. I think people generally think Flak has a very balanced damage formula. And a lot of people think that Flak's damage formula is bad because of it. Flak's damage formula isn't amazing, but it's pretty good and it offers a good base. It's kind of like Zane's. It's like Zane's, but a little bit better because Flak also does have crit damage and gun damage. Just not as much as people think. Most of Flak's damage is V1. Only watch her on Twitch so I can get channel points. Tried the conference call on Zane based on your video and was pleasantly surprised. It's so good. But yeah, no, on paper, Flak seems very straightforward, and that Flak is definitely very straightforward. That's why I'm not a huge fan of him, and why I get confused, and why I'm not as good at Flak as other Vault Hunters, because my brain for some reason works better the less understandable something is. Like I get Amara, and I don't know why or how, but for some reason I get Amara and I don't get Flak. Even though Flak is just numbers, and I think that's what throws me, is there's a lot of goofy shit that goes on with Zane and Amara and Moze and shit, but Flak is just raw numbers. And I'm not as good with that, like, at understanding what's good when it's just all numbers, you know? I think that's the big thing. For me, it's that everything is numbers, so I can't tell what's good or bad. Like, I don't know why people don't use Grim Harvest. I don't use Grim Harvest because people don't use Grim Harvest. I don't know why. I'm a sheep. I'll admit it. I'm a fucking little sheep boy when it comes to Flak. I have no idea why Grim Harvest is bad. It's just numbers like everything else. But it is not an ability that people often use. But yeah, so Flak is just a huge amount of V1 damage. That's what's that's the weird thing with them. Lots and lots of V1. Which it makes sense because V1 applies to, it's pretty much a global damage bonus, and Flak has a lot of shit going on between action stoles and pets, so it boosts the damage of just everything. Good base shotgun for Zane. Hellwalker, Conference Call, Butcher. Those are kind of the big three. Or wait, base shot? Do you mean like base game? Like base game as in you wouldn't have Eraser? Because then that drops the Conference Call off of that list. It's still a pretty good weapon, but it's like Eraser that really makes it strong on him. God, she moves so much. Oh, right, the Reflux. I always forget the fucking Reflux exists. It's just not a gun that I've ever really, like, used a lot. I know it's fucking killer, but yeah, no, Reflux. Maybe the builds use the stow points in other areas? I don't know, because Grim Harvest is gun damage, which, again, Flak is mostly V1, so gun damage is a very good stat for Flak. But there's just so many builds I see that just do not use it and say it's bad. But yeah, no, I'm not a a flak individual, and I never will be. However, what I can make a video on without being a flak guy is damage formula. Because that's just showcasing numbers. The problem's going to be, if I do that, that video is probably still going to be a ways out. Because I would probably also do pet damage formulas. Which, Oh yeah, the Garcia. So between Garcia and Hellwalker, Garcia is better if you can't fire the Hellwalker twice. So if you don't have enough magazine size boost to be able to fire the Hellwalker twice, then the Garcia is better DPS. I'm a math guy, not a flat guy. I don't even know if I'd call myself a math guy. More so fake it till you make it kind of guy. I suck at math outside of Borderlands. I'm just lucky that Borderlands math, for the most part, is kind of simple. Because it's kind of... Borderlands math is the kind of math where it's like, once you kind of get it, you get it. And the rest is pretty simple. Like, I can reverse engineer most damage formulas. That's how I learn most of the damage formulas that I showcase in my videos. Like, the ones that I don't are the ones that I can find elsewhere. Like, there's already tons of documentation on, like, the melee damage formula, on Amara herself's damage formula. I mean, like, the Vault Hunter damage formula is the same between all the Vault Hunters. The showcase is just what, like, what they have points, or what they have stills that boost, and what's better stats and shit. But reverse engineering, like, action still formulas and shit just comes from understanding the formula and knowing, and going backwards with it. So, like, the action still shit and, like, that stuff, that is all stuff that, I mean, there's a stream where, you can watch me do it live. And there is a lot of confusing shit that happens. Some numbers don't work and nothing. It's Borderlands, so there's always fucking outliers in how things work. But, yeah, for the most part, Borderlands math is kind of simple. It's just very weird at times as well. Like Amara. Amara's a fucking mess. That's why I love her. It's funny because that is like real. I pretty much only got interested in Amara and decided to do the Ultimate Amara guide when I started understanding just how much of a fucking mess that character is. Like, that's what made me realize, oh my god, Amara's cool, Amara's fun, and I want to be able to teach other people about this fucking cracked character and how fucking weird and goofy some of the shit that she can do is. I'm excited for the next season of Overwatch. Not really. I feel very indifferent about it. I think a lot of people are freaking out about the fucking heal passive way more than is just, like, necessary. I don't think the self-heal is that crazy of a passive. Wish they let us keep the full auto Garcia. So, it's unintentionally not full auto. They made the Garcia full auto, and then some change that they did in a patch reverted it, and they couldn't undo it. Like, Gearbox literally... I remember them making a post or something saying that, like, the Garcia in its current state is bugged, and they couldn't fix it. So they just buffed its damage. Because that was all that they could do to make it usable again. So whatever happened is, like, something bugged the full auto. And they just straight up couldn't fix it. So that's why it's not full auto. Is unintentional. Which is a shame. And kind of lame, but it is also kind of funny. Full auto Garcia was definitely the peak of it, though. It was really fun. Oh my god, there it is. Fuck Fucking yes! It's shit. I love it. Oh, I forgot to put up a farm. That is like not a good prompt critical. Whatever. That's fucking awful, man. That is so bad. Whatever. Robin's Tall, what's the point in it existing? I think it's what broke the Garcia. I think the Garcia broke in the patch that released Bounty of Blood, if I'm remembering correctly. So I'm pretty sure that the Robin's Tall, because the Robin's Tall is like the only thing that I could think might have broke it. So something with them making the Robin's Tall broke the Garcia. Because the Robin's Tall is also the double tap pumpy type thing. So that's what I assume broke it. We're going to... Where is... There we go. I gotta talk to Pat. And so anyone who's used a Robin's Tall in the last 3 years? I did a video on it. It sucks because it's a fun gun to use and I really like it. I just wish it was a little bit stronger. That's the gearbox magic, baby. See, the problem is with the Robin's Tall is if it was good, then it would have just been the better Garcia. So it's like, it's weird. I don't think they should have made it a call item. I think that was, I think that's what kind of... Where am I going? Where the fuck is this? Oh, it's up. I think making it a call weapon was... They should have given it a different gimmick. It shouldn't have had the ammo return because it functioned too similar to the Garcia after the Garcia was no longer full auto. And the Garcia was just better. But then if they made the Robin's Tall better than the Garcia, then the Robin's Tall would have just been better. Guess one of the devs stole a child that didn't have a gun named after them. Is that what the call weapons are? Do they just have kids who are named Lucian and Rowan and... Is there another one? Is that actually it? That's kind of funny. God, what fucking lame-ass names. Rowan, Robin, and Lucian. That's like Facebook mom-ass names. I'm so sorry if anyone is named Rowan, Robin, or Lucian. I'm just Josh, and I swear. And Queen, yeah, that's true. Right, conference. Conference, Ghastly, King, and Queen. That was probably all the same person. Like, all the same parent. All of those kids belonged to them. They just looked in a dictionary and were like, yeah, these are cool names, I guess. Actually, well, no, I guess Ghastly was just named after him. Or no, it was just Gas, right? Isn't it just Gas Tall? They really liked Minecraft. Can't wait for the kids in the next generation to be named after animes. That's already been happening. That one's been happening for years.
Delivering live appreciation payload. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You would get bullied if you had the name Deku. Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of little white kids that are fucking named after anime.
Yum, yum. Please.
I feel fucking terrible for them. Hi, Goku. Want to come play at my house after school? He just sits there and does like the fucking arms crossed Goku pose with that goofy little smile, and that's all he does. He doesn't actually speak. He's a mute.
Magazine near capacity. Please dispense more ammo.
Do you have any idea how many blokes I had to kill for the bullets you already ate? And
In France, we have people named Fetnat because immigrants who didn't speak French looked at 1407 in the calendar. Short for Fête Nationale. I don't know what that means, but damn, that's rough. I don't know why, like... There's not a bit... Is there not laws about naming your kids? Because there should be. Gonna call my kid Landlord. Better than naming him Rentoid. Just setting them up for success. There are band names like Adolf. Yeah, I know there's like band names, but why isn't there like just a law? Like, can you just name your fucking kid something normal? Like, come on, Sharon. Don't name your kid fucking Epiphany. That's not a name. That's a fucking word in a dictionary that vaguely sounds like a name. Do not name your kid Live, Laugh, Love. It's not that hard. Look at Elon. That should absolutely be illegal. Naming your kid Kyle? Imagine. Filthy. There will be a final Adolf in the world. We should have a fucking Adolf Battle Royale. Get everyone named Adolf and just have them go at each other. Young or old. I think that would be awesome. Yeah, ABCD. Or fucking, it was pronounced Absidy. Yeah, how about you fucking Absidy's nuts? Got him. What's the name of a prescription drug? I'm just gonna name my kid Prep.
Proximity alert. Bandit camp detected nearby. Retrieve schematic. Mission critical importance. Please.
Nothing worse than a dirty common.
Wasn't it an epic Josh battle? Yeah, probably. I think I kind of remember that.
Schematics for you.
I wasn't invited. I'm gonna name my kid Prime. I've met a white woman named Ukulele. The fuck? Our equivalent of the 4th of July, gotcha. So kid names are not fandom displays. Please stop naming your kid Daenerys. I'm just gonna name my kid Borderlands 3. That'll be cool. That'll go hard as fuck. Right, I should actually be like looking at purple. Oh, I might be dead. I'm definitely dead. Whatever kid I don't like the most, I'm gonna name Wonderlands. Gonna name my kid Blackrock. I'm gonna name my kid my firstborn League of Legends. Just to really guarantee he gets bullied, you know? Gotta make him strong. Gotta raise him right.
Got your old man schematic, Cat? Be there in...
Uh-oh. I think we're fine, yeah.
Immediately. Raise, ruin, destroy. Leave not one stone atop another.
My name's fucked because I pretty much have a name that you'd expect a blonde 5-year-old on Xanax to have. Is your name Kyle? Because that's what I'm getting. I'm getting strong Kyle vibes from that. Is it along the same lines?
Appreciation on. Deploying. Thank you.
I'm gonna name my kid Fire, so if I ever lose him, I can stream fire all around town.
Thank you.
I'm fucking EU. Oh, right. I don't fucking know EU names. What, is your name fucking like Dumbledore or something?
Scanning. Scanning. Schematic. Secure. Resources. Full. Circumstances. Nominal. Initializing reproduction sequence.
Adolf is in fact still forbidden to officially name your kid here in Germany. At least to my latest knowledge. No, I can imagine why. Just leave the dumb shit for last names like Gaylord or Dixon.
Are you about to explode? Gonna be sick? Should I get bucket?
Dude, Gaylord isn't... That goes hard as a name, though.
2 weak. You. Initialize.
You don't need to tell me your legal name. I'm just guessing.
Incubator temperature.
However, that being said, to me your name is now Dumbledore.
I'll hatch your babe.
With an F. The F is important.
I'm shooting it in whatever it's got that looks like a face.
My legal name is the Matching Grip, dude.
Oh, no.
I've seen your full legal name. Oh, I don't fucking remember shit, buddy.
None of that. Pat, mate.
Give me your social insurance number, though, or whatever you guys have in fucking Narnia.
Reproduction sequence complete.
That might be a refresher, you know? Might jog my memory. While I'm waiting for him to blabber, I guess I can sit here and look at purples. Oh, I need to go touch his baby. I need... Nope.
It must leave the nest. Please, take it. And use it to kill things.
I need to finish this quest quick, though. I gotta get going soon.
Initiating power conservation mode. Goodbye.
There you go. Get your fucking baby out of here. I'll go take a look real quick around here. Doesn't look like there's anything. Yeah, okay. So, next stream we'll farm for a fucking hustler. Actually, you know what? I might hustler farm off stream. Maybe. I might see if I can... you know what? Yeah. I'll at least see if this is actually a viable farming location. Because I think it is, but I don't know. We'll have to see. That's gonna do it for today's stream, though. As always, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. It's been a damn good time. And I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, evening, morning, night. Can we raid Jolts? I guess we could raid someone, huh? I haven't really raided people before. Is Jolts on right now? I'd feel so odd. No, I don't want to raid him. That seems very clout chasey. Well, let me see. Chase the clout coward? I don't want to do that. I don't know who we got live right now. I don't know any of these people. I don't know why I'm looking at this as if I'd know anyone. Actually, no, you know what? I do know someone. Beef Squatch is live. We'll go raid him. He hangs out here sometimes. Hold on, let me, how do I raid people? /raid. Yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah, we're gonna raid this fella. Make up a raid message. Boogly woogly. I don't know. Boogly woogly. No, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Just fucking just type shit. Say words. Just say words. They don't have to mean anything. Just say words. How do I Twitch again? Beat your head with a rock, I think. That'll probably cause some sort of twitches. Anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I hope you guys have a Coomer raid. Sure. I hope you guys have whatever the fuck I said. We're gonna go raid this fellow. Let's fucking go, boys. Let's get this bread. Also, bye, YouTube fellows.